This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
Bombas makes the most comfortable socks, underwear, and T-shirts.
Warning, Bombas are so absurdly comfortable you may throw out all your other clothes.
Sorry, do we legally have to say that?
No, this is just how I talk, and I really love my Bombas.
They do feel that good. And they do good, too. One item purchased equals one item donated.
To feel good and do good, go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
I'm Doug LaDouche, and I approve this ad. If you've heard my opponent's commercials, you know that they're full of negative and personal attacks on me. What do DUIs, tax liens, and soliciting prostitutes have to do with running for Congress?
Right.
I ask you, just because someone did something bad yesterday doesn't mean they can't be good tomorrow.
That's right.
I am promising to run a positive campaign with no mudslinging or personal attacks. That's why I, Doug LaDouche, will not run ads that mention the rumor that my opponent is a deadbeat dad, never pays for mulch, and stole 17 meatloaf dinners from Meals on Wheels. Even if these are undoubtedly true, they will never be mentioned by me, Doug LaDouche. So, vote for me this election. Remember, I am planning for tomorrow, not for today. I'm Doug LaDouche, and I like animals and children.
Paid for by the Doug LaDouche for President Committee, Ted Fiegelman Treasurer.
Hi! It's the Bob and Tom Show. Now, I want you all to promise me something. If you behave yourselves and honor me in the next half hour, I'll bring the moon back. Okay?
Check localism.
Okay. Yeah, if you're listening in Peru, it might not be a total eclipse. But thanks, by the way. Boy, what a bummer. Did you see the eclipse? Real stupid. Real dumb.
It's great.
Look, there's a cloud in front of it. I'm out. I thought it was going to be magnificent. Did you see it, Christy?
I did see it.
Real dumb, right?
No, it's great. It's still the point is
There's a cloud in front of it.
we have cool outer space
I
news
really-
coming up this morning.
Thought it was cool.
Yeah, we have cool outer space news this morning that also involves cannibalism in the news, which is great.
Oh, they've
Oh, yeah, that's
Look,
great.
every other radio station is going to be talking about the election. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, vote. Okay, then shut up.
that cannibalism story. Have they solved the long need, the need for food on that long trip to Mars? Is that what they're talking about?
No, you'll see. We had a couple really interesting story about these two miners that were rescued and what they ate while they were stuck underground.
I don't care how old they are. I just want to know.
They were actual miners.
Sorry, old timer. We don't serve miners.
I can't quit you.
Hi, Christy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
Christy is at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work edition news desk. There's Pat
That love
Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Hey, Pat. There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby in his A hat. And tomorrow morning at this time, it's going to be Hat Day.
Oh, hat day.
It's Hat Day.
Oh, yeah? You got a new one or something?
Nope, I got hats for everybody.
All right.
My goodness.
Everybody gets a hat.
So let me ask you this.
There's Willie, I'm
Will
Chick.
the insignia on the hat correspond to the person's name? For example, will Christie's hat have a K on it?
Whoa, wait a minute. You're explaining this way too fast.
Well, I noticed Ace's hat has an A on it.
First of all, what's
Well, That's because his name's an A.
So I'm asking you this gift from Chick. In other words, will my hat have a
It'll have a
T
D on it.
Or will it be some humorous aside, such as everyone else will have the first letter of their first name, and I'll have an A just because.
Could be a D, could be an AH. That's a classic.
Mine's easy. Phillies.
You totally lost me, man. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what a hat is. Can you walk me through that?
Well, it's actually a cap.
Yeah. Teach us.
Tell me, Tom. Tell me all about it.
You know my history of hats, my theory.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Kennedy and...
Oh, no, that's not a theory. That's a fact. JFK, if you look, he's the one, he didn't like hats. It was freezing in his inauguration, didn't wear one. And if you see any baseball game prior to 62, it's mostly men, and they're all in suits and hats.
Well, aren't hats for old, ugly, bald guys? And JFK wasn't old, ugly, or bald?
That could be the reason. I always thought that, especially like religious hats,
sure.
Every religious culture, the old guy, I think they got bald, and they were also vain. They said, well, we need to wear a tonsure kind of a cap, which, it could be from whatever, like the yarmulke to the mitre, whatever particular religion you're into. There seems to be a lot of headgear.
Sure.
A lot, and like the weird facial hair, the ZZ Top guys of the Greek Orthodox Church, that's
everywhere.
Bizarre.
There's big beard guys in all of them. Muslims have big beard guys. Jewish have big beard guys. Christians have big beard guys.
Are there any big beard popes?
No. Well, way back.
I don't know. Probably. I mean, it's just different. It's just a weird thing. I mean, facial hair is all. I can't imagine what candidate would have had a full beard in the 60s.
Rutherford B. Hayes.
Early presidents.
Okay.
And now, I mean, there's some guys with really bizarre facial hair running for office. So,
all I know is the Cubans gave Kennedy such a horrible case of a STD. It blew the back of his head clean off.
I hate that about that. Man.
We're going to go there, are we?
That is true.
That's false.
Look up any verified.
I think Castro.
Subject about it.
Killed the beard for a long time. The point is,
he had a bad beard though.
So the point is, you're getting us hats, Chick?
Yeah.
Yay!
Tomorrow's hat day.
His caps.
And I don't know. I'm not sure.
5 minutes in.
I know he's on one today.
A lot of caffeine this morning, buddy?
No, this is it.
We need a nickname for you when you're bouncing.
Yeah.
No, I have not.
You're a little jackrabbit.
Virtually no caffeine this morning.
Okay.
Let's see. I do have.
It is so easy for you to lie. It's really.
No, look.
It's really stunning.
Mr. Godwin was here when we got here together. I made a coffee. I did not drink it.
All right, let's hear Pat's side of the story. Pat,
I saw him make it, but I didn't see him drink it.
It's right here.
All right.
No, I did not. I did not.
Now it's iced coffee.
You also treat everything like a court case.
Right.
You constantly come like you have evidence, like you have a defense. Anything in life.
Well, the party.
Do you always feel guilty?
Does your doctor get up early?
No, I did not.
I think it speaks to that he really thinks that we all care what he's thinking, so he has these ornate reasons why.
I don't care what you think.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
Believe me.
Here we go.
We do have a number of letters. People are enjoying this game we've been playing on the air, the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work edition, available exclusively at ding, 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 Target. I love that sound.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
A number of people are really enjoying the game.
It's fun.
And it's the perfect Thanksgiving game. And Josh is the best at it. I think we can all agree.
I don't know about that. I just think we all have a good time.
Michael writes, I want to thank you for letting the world know about Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work edition. Picked it up Saturday afternoon, played for 6 hours Saturday night. One person spewed beer out of their nose from laughing so hard. Isn't that nice? I bought both versions of Poetry for Neanderthals and took him to game night. Last night, writes Corey, some players had to stop because they were laughing so hard they thought they were going to wet their pants. I'd also like to request that Josh be the official Poet Neanderthal.
Oh, how nice.
Because he is clearly the only one in the studio that has read the directions. Okay, that's probably true. So I agree. I said Josh is the best.
I humbly accept the role of Poet Neanderthal Laureate.
Okay.
There you go.
So give it a shot, and we'll be playing it again in just a few minutes. Huge news in the world of sports, actually involving a good friend of this show. We happen to have a special introduction for this next sports headline.
If he calls, I'm not here, by the way.
Okay, here we go.
East Outside center for the Colts every Sunday.
Well, not anymore.
Even Saturday.
Interim.
Jeff is the center of the O-line. He's a Harley Davidson biker and an NFL hiker.
I don't know anything about the NFL.
By the way, if you were listening very carefully, there was actually Peyton Manning in there going, hut, hut, toward the end. But, yeah, Jeff Saturday was a regular on this show for years, and he is now the interim head coach of the Colts.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and I will say this, Jeff is a great guy.
Oh, cool.
He's a terrific human being.
So Reich is out, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's also a really good guy, too. I don't have anything bad to say about Mr. Reich. Also a very, very fine guy. So
he'll end up somewhere, I'm sure.
Yeah, these things happen. It's a complicated thing. So.
He had a different quarterback every year. Nothing easy about his job, man.
Quarterback coach, yeah.
But Jeff is as a human being is one of the best, right, Christy?
We'll talk about
he's a great guy.
We'll talk about it. And we got an email. Dear Bob and Tom, this is from James. I run locomotives for a living, is what he says.
Okay.
So
he's an engineer.
Everybody do.
Oh, it sounds good this morning.
Come on, baby.
It is. It's dead on. Yeah.
Good voice.
I run locomotives. He pulls a train for a living. If we kill the lights and ring the bell, deer usually move off the tracks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
Usually.
That was a theory yesterday.
However,
Yeah.
the tracks a lot of the time do look like a deer murder scene.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, you'll have that.
Chalk outlines of antlers on the ground.
What happened here? I don't know.
I tell you what, Charlie, this job don't get any easier.
And also I know who did this. I bet it was a train. I can see its tracks.
It left tracks.
Nothing. Thanks for the vacuum, kids. I appreciate it.
I played along.
Now, do you understand why we're talking about this,
I'll
Christy?
recover.
Why we're talking about dead deer on the train?
Comedic genius.
Remember the news story we had? Some theory was that if we
the daylight saving time.
If we go to daylight saving? It's some crazy.
If we don't go to daylight saving time or we stay on the same time year round, we won't kill as many deer.
There's like 30,000 a year.
Yeah.
I think we can spare the deer. That's just me.
Well, but someone else made the point. I don't forget who it was. That so if we save 30,000 deer, that means the next year there are going to be a lot more of them to hit.
All I know is I don't really live out in the country. Would you say I live out in the country?
No.
I have a pear tree in my front yard, and you would think it's high school picture day for the deers out there every afternoon. There's like 20 of them with grandma and grandpa deer.
No,
and
that's
they're
sweet.
waiting for kid deer to get his picture taken.
We all live in, I think, would be defined as suburbia, and although we have deer all the time.
30 of them out there last night.
So,
man,
can you?
I don't know about that.
Can you recreate what you just did? I like your idea. Let's pretend it's like a CSI. You come across the scene of the slaughter. What do you do?
What's going on here? I got a couple leads on this. I bet you a train did this.
Oh, boss, how do you know?
I can see its tracks.
Does that sell it? Someone tell me Pete Townsend's not
This
a
is
genius.
you wringing the fun out of everything we've ever done.
That is me delighting in the genius of Pete Townsend and The Who and
guess
Roger Daltrey.
Look, it's a dead woman deer.
Oh.
I guess we got ourselves a Jane Doe.
The deer takes his sunglasses off.
Yeah,
Very
so
nice. Very nice.
The detective is a deer. The whole time I was worried if he was a deer or not.
No, yeah, for sure.
He's got a little. He's got the
trench coat.
And you didn't want to play.
Come up and join us.
Hey, come on up, gang.
We'll talk about how Tom's ruined people's lives and how I've ruined people's lives. Well, how we all.
And they're welcome.
You're
thanks for
very
joining us. Thank you so much. Again, most everyone else today will be spending a great deal of time talking about the election. Okay, just vote. And, okay, let's move on. I've had enough. Now, a couple things coming up also would include, this is actually kind of important, Powerball. there was a technical error. I know this sounds crazy. Powerball did not do the drawing last night.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, one of the states wasn't able to do sales. They weren't able to process their sales. So until they get that to the Powerball people, they won't be able to draw the numbers.
Are tickets for last night's drawing still good?
Yes, they're still good.
Can one still buy some?
No. No.
Because I bought 40,000 tickets last night, so I'm way upside down.
Once Powerball receives the outstanding submission, the drawing can proceed, and it'll be on YouTube, and we'll let you know. So.
I see.
Okay. Did you buy tickets?
I did, 10.
Me too.
I forgot.
I'm so excited. Right now, I want
Just our luck.
Speaking of numbers, how about this number, 52? 52% of guys over 40 experiencing some form of ED, the polite way of saying erectile dysfunction. Roman is the new digital health clinic for men. I say new because now this is a full-time thing. They've got so much going on in the realm of men's health, including something that is very interesting. It's a genuine FDA-approved medication for as little as $4 per dose in the world of ED treatment. You know what I'm talking about. And at Roman, no waiting rooms, no hassle, no embarrassment, straightforward, convenient digital experience. Of course, I mean, you just grab your phone or your laptop or your computer and you can get it done. You get hooked up online with a U.S. licensed healthcare professional. Once again, we're talking about $4 a dose if you are, in fact, a candidate for one of these genuine FDA-approved medications for ED. By the way, it arrives in a discreet package, and of course, with Roman, free 2-day shipping. Get on that today. You'll have it for the weekend. Right now, Roman has a special offer for Bob and Tom Show listeners. Using a special link to knock 20% off your first order, you go to ro.co/BT show. Like I said, it's a great poem. RO.co/BT show. Put a couple of dots in there and you're ready to go. Thank you very much. That's ro.co. Thank you, Christy. ro.co/BT show.
Thank no one.
He's very excited.
20% off. Again, RO.co/BT show. And then you are ready to go. We should get some cheerleaders to do that.
Oh, my God.
Over 21, of course. ro.co/BT show. And tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. As you can see, it's going to be a great day. So excited.
For you Tom fans, it's really going to be a great day.
All Tom all the time.
Okay.
And if you love our blatant hostility, oh, daddy.
Oh, we got it all today. Licking toads, some guy in a lawnmower dressed as Pikachu. It's all happening here. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Bombas makes the most comfortable socks, underwear, and T-shirts.
Warning, Bombas are so absurdly comfortable you may throw out all your other clothes.
Sorry, do we legally have to say that?
No, this is just how I talk, and I really love my Bombas.
They do feel that good. And they do good, too. One item purchased equals one item donated.
To feel good and do good, go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
You're welcome.
At the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work edition, it's the news desk and Christy Lee.
Hi.
Hi.
Not all I'll get out today.
Yeah, I know.
No one gets out if you're alive.
There he is, my man, Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Look at him. Look at him.
Feeling good.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Yo.
I'm Chick McGee with an email. Here's Tom.
Oh, what's your email say?
Dear folks, is it just me or is Tom particularly exhausting this morning? Good morning and good luck.
Oh, thank you.
That's from Salt Lake City.
Oh, well, good morning, Salt Lake.
Dear Chick, this is along the lines of the Saquon Barkley thing. I'd like to thank you all for ruining my life, especially Tom. So I'm watching college basketball. It's Jacksonville Duke. There's a kid on Jacksonville's team named Mike Marsh. Hang on. He's playing a good game, and the announcers are saying his name quite often. Every time they say Mike Marsh, I've been saying whatever out loud because it sounds like Mike, Mark, whatever. My wife is watching the game with me, and after the third or fourth time, I said, whatever. She asked me, why do you hate that guy so much? And I gave her a very Tom explanation. I said, it would take too long to explain. I'm not even sure you would get the joke. I'm hiring a priest and scheduling an exorcism to get rid of Tom in my system.
Sorry. Do you want to explain the origin of that?
Mike, Mark, whatever?
Yeah.
The real origin or the story that you have in your head?
Well, and the story that I have in my head, I think, is the real origin story.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. I'd be interested to hear this.
Mr. Mark Allison, who now is the curator, if you will, of our VIPs, feed, et cetera, et cetera.
Wow.
He was an intern here a long time ago, and he'd been here for, I don't know, a couple of years, whatever, and he walked in here one day, and I said, thanks, Mike. And he said, no, it's Mark. And I said, whatever.
Now
so you're taking credit for it.
Oh, did you do? I don't know. Maybe I
thought it was Chick.
I got it from All in the Family. There's a scene with Edith and Archie. And Archie says, is the Reverend Felcher coming over for dinner again? And Edith goes, no, it's the Reverend Fletcher. Whatever.
Okay.
That's where I got it.
Very good, very good. Whatever. We have Chick McGee at the sports desk, and I thought perhaps we could delay sports for just a second.
Yeah, there's nothing much going on.
And perhaps and just get like a song out of Mr. Godwin.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know it either.
Well, we got the mic and the guitar.
Well, Pat, today a famous day for celestial things.
Right. Blood Moon Day.
This is an accidentally curse on the air day. Blame it on the moon. This is a fight with your ex over money day. Oh, blame it on the moon. This is a hit a deer on the way to work day with lapsed insurance. Blame it on the moon. This is an argument with a coworker over 2 words in one of my songs day. Blame it on the lunar eclipse.
There we
I
go.
wonder who that was.
A celestial event today. The lunar eclipse. Very exciting.
It's over now.
It's also election day.
Did someone not say celestial correctly? Is that what happened?
No,
You
lunar.
guys
The
fought
joke was
over
at the
a
end.
word?
Yeah. But coming up also, we have more celestial events. Meteor news today.
Yeah. Did you see
Oh,
the
so
pictures of
vegetarians don't need to listen.
that? Not meat eater. Meteor.
I thought you said meteor.
We do have cheese news, too.
Oh, meat and cheese.
Big cheese news.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like the number one cheese in the world.
Oh.
America.
So the big cheese of big cheese?
Yeah.
It has to be American.
They voted on it. And
You know what I like recently?
What
It's
you
a
got?
nice
What's that?
sharp cheddar.
Yeah.
I like a nice sharp cheddar.
Terrific.
Can you even pronounce the name of that cheese that won
Yeah.
the contest? What do you pronounce it?
Swiss.
It's Gruyere.
Velveeta?
Havarti.
It's Gruyere.
Gruyere. It's
By the
on
way-
Gruyere. French onion.
By the way, where did Havarti come from?
I don't know, but it's good.
It was. I had never heard of it before, like a couple of years. Now, boom, it's everywhere. It's the
Really?
same with Chipotle. I never heard of that before until
It's a nice,
5 or 6 years
nice,
ago. That's fine. Yeah.
food there. Yeah, I like it.
I don't know. I think they've got a lot
Havarti sounds like some sort of epic bowel event.
Of course, it
Everybody has a
You
party.
does.
That's why we invited you.
Extension there, Havarti. Oh my God!
So you mean a Jewish exclamation is what you mean? Havarti. Is that what you mean?
Eastern European could be of any ethnicity. Now we do have interesting news in the world of sports involving a good friend of ours.
The
He hasn't spoken.
Can't wait. Cannot wait.
he just can't. He just let it go. And,
Nope.
On the air last year.
How many texts did you get when this happened, by the way, Dad? How many texts? Did people text you about this a lot? I texted you.
Yeah, and I just by chance had gone home to get something, and I had
Just
the
by chance.
TV on, and
He'd actually gone home.
My friend, one of the guys I know, I should say, made the announcement. He looked at the camera and he goes, "This is just unbelievable." and this is all he does is cover the team. He really knows it. He goes, "Wow, I did not see this coming."
Indianapolis Colts fired head coach Frank Reich yesterday and hired former center All-Pro Jeff Saturday as the team's interim head coach.
Now, is Jeff Saturday already on the coaching team?
No. He's listed as a consultant.
He's on ESPN.
He works on ESPN.
So he was not part of the Colts organization.
He is listed as a consultant.
Gotcha. All right, thank you.
I didn't know. I guarantee millions didn't know.
You're fine.
Millions?
You're great. You're asking good questions.
That's not true at all.
Yes, it is. It's not like they just picked him up out of the air.
Well, no, of course not. But they... Oh, you too, of course. Why wouldn't it be? You normally start it.
Thank you, Christy.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to start caffeining up so I can compete.
Good.
Owner Jim Irsay, he owns the Colts, said he'd grown weary of the team's ongoing struggles. He would reevaluate the coaching situation after the end of the season.
Ah, I see.
It's quiet now.
Did Jeff want the job?
You never like to make change, Irsay said, much less during the season. It's not ideal. But, he continued, I've seen things go from bad to worse, and I thought it was time to make the switch. Saturday we'll have less than a week to get acquainted with his staff and implement a plan for Sunday's game at Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Just once I'd like to see a coach who's been fired get up there and go, "Hey, look, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate the time I had here, but I got to tell you, if those players had been better, I'd still have a job. You know I did everything, right?"
He tells the owner to suck it.
Those pricks couldn't catch or throw.
There was a kid in the first row. He's in junior high. He would have caught that pass.
Yeah.
Don't blame me.
So, thanks, fellas.
While we're at it, I don't like the stadium at the food, okay? The pulled pork isn't like it should be.
They were speculating on ESPN yesterday. There's no one on the staff. The first offensive coordinator, Reich, was calling the plays. So they have... They speculate that Matt Ryan might be calling the plays this Sunday because he's the only one. Think about it. He's familiar with the nomenclature, if you will, and code words using code words. Hayseed. Saturday's a member of the Indies Ring of Honor. Played a key role in an agreement to settle the 2011 NFL lockout. And has been a fixture in the Indy community since his rookie season in 1999. Of course, he played a season in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers, and he seemed to get along with him. So
he's also I had occasion once to sit next to Bill Polian, a distinguished football man of great knowledge, if you will. Sure. He told me that Jeff Saturday was one of the brightest players he'd ever worked with.
Cool.
So he's a smart guy, so we wish him the best. Good luck.
Also, he has kind, beautiful blue eyes.
Yeah,
and I like that in a coach. Oof. I think that's nice.
Okay, good.
We did a lot of charity stuff with Jeff. He's a really good human being.
If I could offer something, he wears too much mousse. Huh. I'm just offering that. This might be something.
Yeah,
it might be
I think so.
Take it or leave it, Jeff.
Yeah, I got a couple notes.
Balls into your court.
A pomade, a dry shampoo, maybe?
Maybe a dryer. Yeah.
You're just jealous. He's got a great beard.
He does have a fine beard.
Yeah.
So does Chick.
I'll hold my beard up against Jeff Saturday's beard
and rub it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that sounds soft.
We have to at least play our jingle one more. I want you to listen very carefully.
Nope, I'm not.
Because Peyton Manning is in this jingle at the very end.
He's Jeff Saturday. He plays center for the Colts every Sunday, sometimes Monday, even Saturday. Jeff is the center of the O-line. Yeah. He's a Harley Davidson biker and an NFL hiker. He's Jeff Saturday.
Hear him?
The best center in the NFL.
I'm sorry, what was that, Willie?
He said hiker in the press box on Friday, and everyone gave him it's center, Tom. No one says hiker. There's a long snapper sometimes. There's not a hiker. A hiker goes on a trail.
Nothing says I'm a giant pussy like hiker.
Well, You have to understand, Pat and I know this, it's called poetic license. See, when you have to rhyme with
if you were a poet,
biker.
I would let you slide.
Oh, it works in the song. But what Willie's saying is you did it at a live football game.
Did I really do that?
Yes.
Did I really
old
do
coach,
that?
Mr. Rogers looked at you like, what the hell are you talking about,
Quite a
Tom?
speedball
The
he's throwing
hiker
out there.
is number 72.
By the way, before you ask, Josh, his middle name's Bryant.
I don't think
Jeff Saturday's middle name's Bryant.
Do not think this is fair. I asked a very reasonable question.
Yeah. And millions were concerned.
I saw
Millions.
The game. I saw the
Millions.
Hey, look.
If you were watching the Colts this weekend, they should have hired Jeff Sunday.
Let me ask you something. You see ESPN over here? You see anything like that? You hear me do sports?
Yes, I do.
Do you really
you know
think I know anything about sports?
I've always
at
looked
all?
to you as
Well,
the beacon of
You're
sports
living in
information.
a fool's paradise.
I know that
Okay?
now.
Okay.
I know that now.
All right.
I'm moving.
Move out of here.
I will now forever get my sports.
You
from
two. And
Look at
you
me.
three.
Yes?
He's asking me. He asked me this question off the air. What's the percentage? Yeah, right away. Right away, I'm checking out. What's the percentage of star college quarterbacks
That's what you're mad about.
that
You're not-
make it in the NFL?
You're not upset about my question.
What's
You're still
the
annoyed
percentage?
with his.
What kind of a conversation
I'm sure
starter
that
is
if I asked many other sports people, they'd be able to say, well, let's look at the recent high draft picked quarterbacks and how many of them have tanked.
Would you like to go through the interview process of putting me on the sports desk? Do you
How did that
remember?
work? No, how'd that work again?
Do you know anything about sports? I said, I watch the NFL.
You know, I'm curious as to how
Okay,
he
you're
got
in.
started here.
Yeah. And I'm curious as where he went. He was a fan 6 weeks ago, and now he's a jackass. When did this happen?
A fan of what?
This show, evidently, but not anymore.
Did you have a dream about me or something?
He hates me.
Was I
He
cruel to
hates
you
me.
in your
He hates the
sleep?
show. He hates everybody.
I like the way the hostility has shifted from me over to Josh.
Yeah, this is horse ass.
You know, horse ass is the same as horse.
Hey.
Now we have a interesting news story about cursing we can revisit.
Gosh.
Excited about this big cheese story.
The big cheese.
Hot peppers in the news. Licking toads.
Oh, yeah. Doctors recommend it?
No, not at all. Actually,
No, they say you don't have to look them up, just lick them.
it
Lick a
killed-
toad
it
and call me
actually
in the morning.
That's right.
Killed a guy.
Lick two of these and don't worry about it.
And again, the Powerball drawing delayed. So if you were hoping that you could
Wake up and not go to work today.
Yeah, you look at that winning ticket, turn the radio off, and go back to sleep. No, they didn't do the drawing due to a technical matter. So we'll get to that. Give me a sports teaser, please.
You've got to be kidding. You've got to be kidding.
No,
you're doing everything else. Why don't you tease the sports? You normally do.
I don't know what's coming up. Is there something?
Josh Allen has a Bobo problem. Poor Josh Allen. And the Astros had their World Series, not the Cardinals, had their World Series parade.
Because Josh is from St. Louis.
And we got a 50-year-old woman making Guinness World Record.
That's old.
I know. How they almost
Willie?
reached that
Hey,
age.
I just got a death look.
does she have like the most great grandkids in the
I
planet?
know,
or something?
yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
boy.
Okay. Right now, let's talk about something. We can all agree on that we love delicious food. Who doesn't?
Josh?
The holidays are right around the corner, so our friends at HelloFresh are saying, hey, we've got a great idea. How about helping you with your time? We'll do the grocery shopping. We'll do the measuring. We'll send you the delicious food. Over 35 recipes every week to choose from, and all kinds of food. They've got, if you're vegan, they've got something for you. If you are into just good old-fashioned comfort food or low-cal or low-carb, they've got it. HelloFresh is cheaper than the grocery store because they buy in bulk, so it's going to cost you about 25% less expensive than, say, takeout. So the ingredients travel right from the farm to your doorstep, so you know that they're fresh. And they've got stuff like, well, what do you got over there, Willie?
One of my favorites, the bruschetta chicken with mozzarella crust, bacon, mashed potatoes, and broccoli. HelloFresh is going to send you 10 ingredients. You put those together in 6 easy steps, and in just over a half hour, you have this delicious meal that you made at home with our friends at HelloFresh.
Get started today. A very special offer, HelloFresh.com/BTShow65. The code BTShow65 for 65% off plus free shipping. This is the best offer ever from HelloFresh. Once again, it's HelloFresh.com/BTShow65 and 65% off plus free shipping. By the way, they have those real quick 20-minute meals and more, and also the low cleanup versions. Find out what's going on by going to HelloFresh.com/BTShow65. Coming up, mystery sports.
And coming up, a whole new show.
Of course.
We're starting over.
Okay, and
brand new.
What enjoyed thus far.
And what not to do with a rented Maserati. I hope the guy got the insurance. We'll find out what that's all about. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This NFL season, every Westwood One NFL broadcast streams live for free. Listen in the NFL app, on WestwoodOneSports.com, via Westwood One station streams, or by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports. If it's the NFL, it's on Westwood One. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Davidson, hiker. Okay.
Polo.
We can't let him near anything important.
Nope.
That's all there is to it.
I tried to invoke the 25th months ago.
I know.
None of you guys helped me out. Nobody helped me out. I had no signature.
I'll vote.
Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. But of course, you're not wondering. You've heard the mess that it is, so it must be our show. There's Christy Lee at the
Hello.
Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work edition news desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Gorgeous song to open the show today.
Thank you very
My
much.
goodness. There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
Hey, buddy.
All right.
How you doing?
I'm great, man. How are you?
Good. Oh, I've
All
never,
copacetic over here.
never been better.
Yeah, all right.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
He's manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick McGee, and tomorrow's Hat Day. Don't forget, Hat Day.
And you're supplying the hats.
I'm bringing in the hat.
Can we bring in backup hats if we don't like the hats you give us?
No.
Sure, but I'll.
Wow.
I mean, if that's what you haven't
I
even
know I'm
seen.
going to love this hat.
Okay,
I
no
know I'm going to love this hat.
Now, are they compatible with headphones? Or are they like those? Are they like those Russian weirdo caps that?
No, they're the British hat.
Oh, what are those called?
Kangles?
The Kangle?
No, the big woolly stuff.
Like the guards wear.
Try to make
the
them,
beef eater.
try to make them laugh or something.
I wonder if they make those with headphones, because that looks like the world's most boring job. Just stand here all day. I'm not
You
sure
have
what
the honor of protecting the
serving
sovereign
that's right.
king now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Great. Stand there for 8 hours.
When he yells at you.
Tourists are coming up screaming in your face. You're thinking to yourself, oh, if only I had a superpower.
You might have to chop somebody's head off. You
Pleasure
don't
to be
know.
standing there.
Oh, God.
Chop his head off.
You couldn't do that, could you?
Be one of the guard?
Just
no.
stand there all day long?
No.
Have you ever taken the tour of the Tower of London? It's really interesting.
It's wonderful.
That stuff is like been there 1,200 or 1,000 or when was it? Something like that.
You could see all the Ravens.
The Ravens.
Yeah, they live there.
They got ravens over
talk.
there?
The Ravens talk to each other, and they actually take you on the tour.
Nice. I'll have to check that out.
This way. It's amazing. No flash photography.
Many call this the London Bridge. It's the Tower Bridge.
Tower Bridge.
Silly people.
Some jackass in Arizona bought it.
Excuse me.
Bought the wrong one.
You don't have any cracked corn on you, do you?
Sorry, Mr. Ray.
We were going to delve into sports ever so briefly, apparently.
I was having fun doing my Ravens.
I love that guy.
That was a good time.
We have a Monday Night Football game. Kenyon Drake, who should be a private investigator when all this wraps up. He rushed for 93 yards and 2 scores. And Justin Houston had a
little
pick.
warning, will you?
It's right there.
Well, I'm not looking at the paper. I'm over here doing something.
What are you doing?
Why aren't you paying attention to what Chick
Because
said?
I don't care about this.
Well, that's hurtful.
Yeah, it
he's
is
honest.
hurtful.
You're going to end up asking a question about it. And
I
then-
love that one guy's name, though. What is it?
Oh, my God.
Kenyon Drake?
Kenyon Drake sounds
Kenyon
like, you're
Drake?
right, though. That sounds like a new cop show.
Ravens beat the Saints 27-13.
I know another Kenyon, if you know what I mean.
Eli asked Peyton.
A runner?
Gambier,
everywhere.
Ohio.
One of our
Oh,
presidents.
Oh, no.
Hey, crack open the internet.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Eli asked Peyton last night, so what are you doing coming up? And Peyton said, Jeff Saturday called me. He's invited me over to his house. I'm going to go. And Eli looks at him and goes, are you the offensive coordinator? And Peyton said, no. So we'll see what happens there. Josh Allen is nursing a sore right bobo.
Left bobo?
Oh. Right. Sore right bobo.
I thought you meant correct.
Right, Bobo? So you're blaming me for the sportscast stinking, and it's him.
It's not him. It's me.
Okay.
Sore right elbow, leaving cause for concern over the Bills starter and the status against the Vikings coming up this weekend. And an estimated more than 1 million fans celebrated the Astros World Series win with a downtown parade.
See, that was too early. You were too late earlier.
Sorry.
The parade Monday afternoon took place in downtown Houston.
Late.
Boy, oh boy.
Here, let's see. They arrested a 33-year-old man.
Why?
It doesn't sound.
Out of 1 million people? That's not too bad.
Well, it depends on what he did. If he blew up 1,000.
Hang on. It says here he was accused of throwing a beer can at Ted Cruz.
Is that true?
That's what it says.
It was pretty close.
The old Texas hello, they call it.
My God.
Ted Cruz bats what, fourth?
Yes, yeah, he's cleaned up.
There was a Cruz baseball player.
Pablo Cruz.
Jose Cruz. What you gonna do when he says goodbye? What you gonna do when he is gone? Boy, what a vindictive song that is. What you gonna do?
It's a great song.
Huh? What you gonna do
when she says goodbye?
You know, that was a bullseye hit. Hit time.
So how many people? 1 million people, and only one guy got arrested. I call that a big win.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, on an average day in Houston, more people than that would get arrested.
Sure.
Look at it that way.
Why not?
And like you said, nobody got killed. Looks like it was.
I did not say nobody got killed.
Oh.
I mean, nobody did get killed, but I didn't say
somebody
it.
in Houston got killed yesterday, just not at this parade.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to wonder if the death count that day was lower than usual. Do they give those kind of numbers out?
What? I mean, probably. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's kind of like the Pornhub thing. I bet Pornhub was down in the area of Houston during that time period.
Isn't it always at the end of those games? Isn't there typically both cities? There's a big
some influx, yeah, or
even the losing team.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't win, but you know, it's time for our moonshot.
Moonshot.
Keeping with our theme.
Moonshot.
Sure.
Well,
yeah, the money shot.
Any serious amount of, you know what I'm talking about.
And you always aim for the moon, don't you?
To the moon, Alice.
That's why I do it out the window.
Boy, oh boy. Remind me not to do any landscaping.
I think a bird just crapped on my arm.
No. That's cash. Close.
What do you think? It smells like bleach?
What's coming up in sports?
Coming up in sports, we've got a world record, and believe it or not, there's a story about a 50-year-old woman.
Damn. How'd she live to be that old?
I don't know.
Yeah, she's incredibly
yes.
Brave.
Worthless?
No, I mean, this is a really serious world record.
No, it's not. It just takes running up there and getting hooked up. It doesn't.
There's a certain risk factor.
All right. Well, when you're 50, there's a risk factor in everything.
We'll find out what we're talking about when we come back.
You can die waking up.
Also, I understand we're going to be hearing from Doug LaDouche again.
Okay.
Look forward to that, certainly. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
This episode is brought to you by Coffee Mate. After watching this season of the HBO's original series, The White Lotus, this is the tropical getaway I needed. One more pina colada, please.
Hey, you're not on mute.
Oh, I thought I was in paradise. Turns out it was my Coffee Mate. Coffee Mate pina colada and Thai-iced coffee flavored creamers. Inspired by the newest season of HBO's original series, The White Lotus. For the love of coffee. Try now.
Good night, itchy eyes. Good night, sudden sneeze. good night to your symptoms of allergies. Xyzal is the allergy medicine you take before bed. It provides powerful relief while you rest your head. Not just all night, but all the next day. Xyzal keeps working, keeping allergies at bay. And without those annoying symptoms disturbing your rest, you can wake up the next morning feeling your absolute best. Remember, be wise all. Take Xyzal. At night.
.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work Edition news desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hi.
I got two.
Could he let him finish one sentence?
He's going to go off the rails. I also thought I'd get this in so people.
There's Pat Godwin. Hi, Pat.
Hi, Chick.
How you doing, buddy?
Good. How about you?
I'm all right. You need anything?
Not yet.
All right. Okay. There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Request.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee. He can't. Today is the epitome of days that he doesn't want any of us here.
No,
That's right.
I want you to enjoy
So
it. Pat and I are talking about
I'm
a little
helping. I'm going to shut it down.
song. Okay, well, I want you to open it up because we're going to play the game Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work Edition right now. And I have a card here. I'm going to try to do better. No, Josh is the master. This game, by the way, available at Target. Perfect for Thanksgiving.
You got this, man.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Coke.
Soda?
Soda. Pop.
Emit.
Fizz.
Spray.
Fizz?
Gas?
Mist?
Brand.
CO2.
Name.
Seltzer?
Carbonation?
Brand name. Coke.
He's doing
Cola?
it again.
Pepsi.
Topo Chico?
Toy gun.
Cap?
Squirt.
Bang.
Squirt.
Squirt. Squirter.
It's a squirter.
Squirt is correct.
Christy's a squirter.
No, I'm not.
Love squirting.
It's like getting a receipt.
Squirt party.
Oh, yeah.
Road.
Squirt Road. It was the original version of Steve Earle's Copperhead Road. Squirter Road. Am I right? Down on Squirter Road.
Is it Squirt Street?
No, but
Is it Squirt Down Street, like a Grateful Dead thing?
no. Let's
Pull
see.
up on Squirt
So we've got
Street.
Squirt.
Down on Squirt Street.
I know.
I grew up on an old Squirt Road.
Kiss.
Smooch. Squirt lips.
Sweet. Kiss. Foil.
Bop, bop, bop.
Squirt chocolate.
Close.
Hershey Squirts.
Hershey Squirts. Very good.
Oh, pretty good.
there.
Wow.
Whoa, you are a miracle worker,
See,
Josh.
Squirt is a beverage, like a
Yes,
Coke.
Right,
it
right.
is.
We got there.
And then Hershey, of course, a road, the Hershey Highway.
You know you were doing it again, though.
That is so much harder than you made it.
Pop, brand name,
Hershey Highway.
nothing.
Josh, do you have one
Coke.
over there?
Pop, brand name. Coke.
Yeah, I've got some. Let's see here.
Go ahead.
You go to this to have fun with your friends.
Concert?
Park.
Party?
Yes, party.
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 Slumber party.
Party in my
Pants party.
pants.
More than one man
Orgy. Party orgy. Orgy party.
on
Sausage party.
on face of girl.
Facial
More
party.
than one man?
Bukkake. Can I say that?
Oh,
Bukkake party?
Yes, bukkake party.
Wow.
So is it Japan?
I mean, it could have. Well, it doesn't have to be.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
I'm so happy. I got to say bukkake party in front of my dad. How fun.
Yeah, when I was in high school, it was a bukkake party. All the guys were wearing.
Oh, naturally. Yeah, they would dare
I have no idea what you're talking about.
good.
You don't want to know.
You don't need it.
Don't
You
look
don't
it
need
up.
to
Ask one of
Okay.
your daughters.
You'll be.
Oh my gosh.
See if she ate the cracker. Okay. Now. We have to go back to the
okay.
sports desk. The big sports story this morning, of course, involves Jeff Saturday.
He's the new head coach, the interim head coach of your Indianapolis Colts. Frank Reich fired yesterday.
Both really good guys. So
Colts travel to Vegas this weekend to take on
Ace, your team.
the Raiders. We'll see how that goes.
I
The
feel,
Raiders,
bad. I feel bad for Jeff.
the Raiders have their own problems. I think Ace would agree with that.
Why do you feel bad for Jeff?
Because the Raiders are going to kick
First
their
game,
ass.
yes.
Yeah, there
You think
see?
so?
Yeah.
Are you going to pick that in your shoe into the week?
I don't know.
Okay, I will remind everybody though that this is we've just opened it up for the week 10 of our special event. It's our special gambling feature where you don't have to put any money down. I'm talking about the Pigskin Pick'em. Go to bobandtom.com/contest and enter, because you've got all the way until Thursday before the Thursday night, or get it in about 8 o'clock Eastern time. We do have a new tribute to the new coach of the Colts. The Bob and Tom Singers have put this together especially for this morning.
Team Belly, check 74S. Hut, hut.
He's Jeff Saturday,
the interim head coach
of the Super Bowl champion Colts.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you. Just
seamless. And right now it's Pablo Cruz.
What you gonna do when she says goodbye? What you
This
gonna
is-
do when she is gone?
This is one of those songs you're embarrassed you like.
What you gonna do when she says goodbye?
That seems fun.
Yeah.
She's gone.
And you're playing this in honor of Ted Cruz because he was in the parade in Houston. Is that right?
Yeah, he got a beer can thrown at him yesterday at the Astros World Series parade, evidently, and the guy was arrested.
Okay.
33-year-old, let's see, what was his name? 33-year-old Jesus Cristo. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but...
33-year-old Jesus Christ?
Well, it's going to be a
Of
bad
course,
year.
I made that part up.
Of course.
Of course. And I don't know how because Ace, you saw it. It says he got close with the beer can.
Yeah, there's pictures of it.
Evidently, but Cruz was in the back seat of a truck.
Oh, I'll parade style. Yeah, sure.
I thought he was maybe inside.
What does he
I
have to
don't
do
know.
with the Houston baseball team?
Texas.
He's
Well, I'm sure they
Texas.
had Texas.
He was at the games in Philly too.
People around, yeah.
Okay.
Because there are voters. in those places.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
I bet that had something to do with it. Oh, look what time.
You'd be hard pressed to get me in an open air car
In
in a
Texas?
parade in Texas.
Yeah.
In November. Hey, Jackie.
Yeah.
What do you mean you can't put on the bubble top? Your hair's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's lucky he's got a beer can throw at him now that we
Please
think
don't
about
quit
it.
yet.
Gregory Foster is on fire.
Australian for Greg's.
It's beer.
Nothing. I mean, a little bit from Willie. Thank you, sir.
No one else is listening.
You ever have a Foster?
I'm listening.
I'm listening.
You know they make their sales because their beers are larger. They call them the oil cans.
They're very big.
And they're not made in Australia.
Where are they made?
We had this news story a while
Foster's Milwaukee. It's Foster County in Milwaukee.
Jersey,
back. It's
right?
also false. Why is this guy in the news?
Gregory Foster on fire. He achieved yet another chili eating record. Oh, now I want some chili for breakfast.
Oh, this guy's crazy. I've heard
Last month, Foster earned a couple months ago the record title for the fastest time to eat 10 Carolina Reaper chilies.
It's too hot.
After wolfing them down in 33.15 seconds.
Oh, boy.
The achievement comes just 9 months after his last triumph, when he crushed the record for the fastest time to eat 3 Carolina Reapers in 8.72 seconds.
Ring
I
of
fell
Fire.
into a
I was going to play.
Seasons don't feel the reaper.
Oh, yeah.
In the sun or the rain, we can be like they are. Come on, baby.
You don't like that tune?
Don't fear the Reaper.
Blue Oyster Cult?
Not enough cowbell for
Got a
me.
good mood.
But why did you put this in the story?
What?
Foster also holds a third record for the fastest time to eat 3 ghost peppers, paren, boot jolokia. Close paren.
That's the name of the ghost pepper, and it's pronounced.
I thought you.
But
I thought you edited things.
It's pronounced what?
Butt jalokia.
No, it's not.
I bet it's not.
Means
I
flaming
bet.
anus.
Exactly. That's Latin for give me an ice enema immediately. I mean, don't these affect? Wouldn't it? I mean, this is how you burn holes in your underwear, Ace.
Ace claims you do claim when you eat spicy things you don't feel them coming
I
out. Boy, oh boy, how? Stomach of a goat.
Here's the thing. See, some people don't have a personality, so they have this. I eat things that are really hot, and I think that makes them interesting. See,
Ace has a terrific.
No, he's talking about the guy that won.
I'm talking about this other guy. I'm not talking about. I even got him a hat. Look.
So you're saying this guy's at a party and he walks up to people and goes, hey, you know something? I can eat 3 of those ghost peppers.
Yeah.
No,
really?
you can't.
Why don't you go do that in your
I
car?
can put a hot charcoal up my ass. I'm going to be in the hospital for months.
Come here, Dolores. Look at this guy.
But we all have versions of that. He eats hot peppers. You talk about T.S. Eliot. No one cares either way. It's everybody has their thing.
Hey, man, in the room the women come and go talking about the guy eating hot peppers. We have time, I think, Pat, here for a quick tribute.
To me!
This is an interesting day from a celestial point of view. There's, of course, the eclipse of the moon, but also there's an interesting story, I don't know if you saw this, about this guy who claims his house was hit by a meteorite.
I don't know if the claim is right. I think it actually happened.
No, they haven't established the fact that it's really the meteor that hit his house.
What, do you work for the insurance company?
Yeah.
What
I saw.
Somewhat equivocal. Well, just give us the teaser. We'll come back with a special song about this.
Well, that happened in Northern California. In Nevada County, we'll see about the meteor. We also have a miner surviving on a very special thing for 9 days underground.
Ate his own poo.
No, he didn't eat his own poo.
Oh.
Washed it down with some pig.
Although prehistoric humans could have been cannibals. We'll talk about that coming up.
Oh, yeah.
The world's best cheese.
Hey, have anybody seen Grog? You're eating them. Oh, never liked them.
I don't know where he went.
You've had 2 helpings.
There you go.
Classics,
Right now, if you were listening to our show today, I hope you're enjoying it. If you're listening on the Raycon earbuds, you'd be liking it even better.
It's a lock.
It always makes it funnier. You have any
Way
thoughts on
funnier. You know, there's nothing worse in the mall in the holiday months with the kids and the
being
people
stabbed in the ribs.
and the parking and the.
Have you considered that?
Sure, I will now.
Just help
Raycon's wireless earbuds, headphones, and speakers offer premium sound, useful features, and almost custom comfortable fit. The Raycon gel tips fit every ear ever made and 54 hours of battery life. They start at half the price of other premium audio brands. Plus, Raycon makes giving easy. Holiday gift guides for everyone in your life. Knock that list out all at once and get 30% off by shopping Raycon's bundles and also Raycon's at Kohl's and Walmart. But the special link, you get an extra special buy. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. They offer buy now, pay later options, and go to buyraycon.com/Tom and enter the super secret code EARLYBF to get 20% off site-wide. Save even bigger and get 30% off Raycon's exclusive holiday bundles. That's EARLYBF, EARLYBF, at buyraycon.com/Tom for 20% off your Raycon purchase.
And remember, they fit every ear because they have multiple rubbery things. What do you call them?
Gel tips.
Gel tips. Sorry. Just trying to let people know.
Gel tips.
If you have the expensive ones and they keep falling out.
They're soft and mushy.
Yes, they're gooey.
They fit your ear.
They're not really gooey. That's a bad
They
description.
have different sizes.
Thank you very much.
Like this ice pick would fit your ear.
Go ahead, Chick Pescium.
Come here.
Coming up,
I thought he'd never shut up.
we have one that you'll enjoy, Josh. Do you know what alien contact protocol means?
Absolutely.
That's in the news today, and they're going to get official with it. It's very exciting. What do we say to the aliens when they arrive?
I knew what it meant.
Okay, you could have shared it, but no, you just keep it.
You didn't shut up, did you?
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Prime Video. In the small town of Holland, Michigan, nothing is ever what it seems. Behind the tulip festivals and pretty houses lay dark secrets that threaten to tear a marriage apart. Nicole Kidman stars in this darkly twisted thriller about a wife and mother whose quest to uncover her husband's secrets may get her more than she bargained for. Holland, streaming on Prime Video March 27th.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Hey, there's
What
Josh
you gonna do
Arnold.
when she says goodbye?
Goodbye.
What you gonna do when she's gone?
Why is he
So gone.
Coming up,
done?
yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone.
A Place in the Sun's a better song.
There's no, it's not.
Yes.
There's Willie Griswold.
He's doing
Man,
little mashups over there.
It worked really well.
It did.
Anyone about your taste? I don't understand.
You don't like that song?
Bad TVs, bad music. I'm Chick McGee. What was that, a squeaky? And there's
Yeah, Godwin was doing
Godwin
that
was-
Eddie Vedder sort of guitar scrape.
Coming up, we're going to get a song from Patty G. Also, a couple of very unusual requests.
Who's Patty G?
Happening. And
I'm Patty G.
We'll get back to the sports desk, among other things. But well, right now, I guess we'll answer the
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Floyd.
Hey.
I've enjoyed your Patty G program.
Oh, why wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah, I kick his shine when he's on. And this is my favorite time of the year, too. You know, the leaves are changing. Everybody's tailgating for football.
Yeah.
Hair's crispy, and, of course, they start mucking up the price of de-icer at Mr. Fuel.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Little tip for me, I try to get all my de-icer in the springtime when the prices are low.
Smart.
And then hoard it till Old Man Winter shows his face about this time of year. I reckon I saved a little over, about $11 on de-icer last year. And I wanted to do something nice with it, so I took Big D to apple picking over the weekend.
How nice.
And I still can't figure out how it's more expensive to pick your own apples than it is to buy them in bulk at the Piggly Wiggly regular.
Not the experience.
You know, that apple picking sure is a young man's game, too. I should have picked a romantic activity that didn't require me to climb up on a rickety ladder with the gout.
Yeah.
And then there's the bees, boy, them sweat bees. I think the only creatures on God's green earth that like apple picking more than Big D or mud daubers.
Yeah.
She got stung twice right on the tip of her nose, and I feel bad on account she's been walking around the house cross-eyed ever since. It's been kindly hard to play board games with her.
Yeah.
Speaking of apples, I got one for you, Ace. How do you make an apple turnover?
I don't know.
You toss it down the hill. How about this? And little Johnny goes running to his dad, all out of breath. He said, is it true an apple a day keeps the doctor away? Little Johnny's dad scratched his head. He said, well, I reckon it is. Why'd you ask? Little Johnny goes, well, quick, give me an apple. I just broke Dr. Johnson's window. Boy, this time change is something else, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it really wreaks havoc.
I'm so glad we fell back this week on account that gives me more time to get to the polls tomorrow. I'll say vote them all out.
It's today.
Well,
Today.
He'll figure it
Today,
out.
Floyd.
Wow.
As a general rule.
Is there anybody famous in this band other than Pablo, of course?
I don't know.
No, you don't know?
Good band. Speaking of famous guitar players, we're going to talk with the great Skunk Baxter from Steely Dan and the Doobie Brothers and from the Defense Department coming up on today's show.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Never heard their stuff, the Defense Department.
He's an expert on military. Seriously, I know.
Did he really work for the DOD?
Yeah, he's a consultant. He's
wow.
Like he's an expert on missiles. It's some very unusual.
Okay.
Yeah, the old joke is he's at some meeting at the Defense Department and someone says, "Is he from McDonnell Douglas or Boeing?" And he goes, "No, he's from the Doobie Brothers." Great guitar player. We'll be talking to Skunk a little bit later on this morning, but we were going to take a short break from sports and check in with this guy who says a meteorite hit his house. This is a fascinating story.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hope this is my favorite song. My second favorite Pat Godwin song.
Northern California officials are investigating whether a meteorite landed on and destroyed a Nevada County home. Resident Dustin Procida told KCRA
news about meteors.
He was inside his home with his two dogs when he heard something hit the house.
Boom.
What the hell is that?
Procida recalled, quote, I heard a big bang, started to smell smoke, went out on my porch. It was completely engulfed in flames.
Oh, my God.
CAL FIRE, along with crews from the Penn Valley Fire Department and Smartsville Fire Department, responded to the scene to battle the blaze.
We're the Smartsville Fire Department.
I'm sure there's some very brave men and women working for that.
Of course.
I'm
playing on the name.
I'm also guessing not everybody in Smartsville is all that bright. I'm sure there's the one dumb kid.
Procida believes a bright ball of light that was spotted in the sky was a meteor that landed on his home. Penn Valley Fire Department Captain Josh Miller said,
Hi, I'm Captain Josh Miller.
Thank you, Chick. Everyone I talked to said it was a flaming ball falling from the sky, landed in that general area.
What do you think of that?
But it'll take about 2 weeks to determine the cause of the fire. He's got Ring video from some doorbell cam.
Yeah, I saw it. You can see this giant fireball descending upon this guy.
It shook his nerves and rattled his brain.
Yeah.
Honey, so God help me if I'm lying. May a meteor come down from the sky and crash in.
Well,
Now,
all right. I've
Pat,
been sleeping with your sister.
you have a tribute?
I do. Baroop. Heard a big bang, it started a fire, and the whole house, it did ignite. Could it be a meteorite? All right, I'm a rupia. I call up my agent at Farmers Insurance. J.K. Simmons put up quite a fight. House not covered for a possible meteorite. All right, you're all with me, very nice. Picked up a hooker, told her I'd pay her a little extra if she said tonight, you are quite meteorite. Yeah. Yes, I'm meteorite. Baroop.
Thank you very much, Pat. A nice little tribute to a great song.
What is the Baroop thing? Is that a greeting?
It's a Jamaican thing
reggae?
they always say in the songs.
Yeah.
Do your Jamaican joke. I love the reggae joke you do. You're at a concert.
Oh, I'm at a concert and they wrap up their first song.
This is a reggae concert?
A reggae concert is what it is.
Right.
And they start playing the second one. And quick as anything, I go, you just played that one.
I better cut them up.
Yeah, they start laughing and laughing.
So I was Googling trying to find the other
Sorry to bother you.
meteorite story that we had.
Same thing, just a driveway. That's where Pat initially
the Canadian
wrote
one.
that song, so we barely had to do any work this morning.
I did nothing. I just added one verse.
Just changed barely anything. You know what I mean?
Took the
There's
hooker
this
to
one,
the pizza
Pat.
boy.
You probably have a file. Meteors.
I do.
Sure, of course he does.
yeah, really.
Lunar
Cut and paste,
eclipses.
cut and paste.
cut
What's
and
the
paste,
date?
copy and paste.
Indian villagers were so excited by a frozen meteor that crashed into a farmer's field Saturday, the few gathered pieces of the rock and stashed in their refrigerators.
Wasn't a meteorite.
Meteorites can be worth thousands of dollars.
Scratch out driveway, put house.
The yellow-brown meteor weighing 20 pounds had a transparent surface that resembled ice.
Aren't they most often?
It left a 1-foot hole deep in the field. Eventually, a team of scientists from the meteorological department was assembled to collect samples of the meteor. The verdict, the meteor was actually frozen feces.
Yeah, I was
from
going
an
to say,
aircraft.
they most often are frozen feces.
This happens in Joe Dirt. It's a very funny movie, Joe Dirt, but this happened in
He
real
finds
life.
it, makes it his pet, right?
It's his buddy.
Joe Dirt wasn't real life.
You know, to me, I think Joe Dirt is more of a lifestyle.
Okay.
And every day I try to party on.
You know who stars in Joe Dirt?
Dennis Miller, Josh's pal?
Bob Zane.
Bob Zaney plays the janitor, right?
Right at the beginning of the movie.
He plays a guy teasing Joe Dirt, yeah.
Okay. Well,
I bet you like David Spade, right, Ace?
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, I do
There you
too.
go. There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
I like David Spade.
Yeah, Black Sheep, Time Boy.
Okay.
Cute, short, funny.
Anyways, so this is kind of a comical. These folks thought it was a meteor, and it turns out to be frozen feces.
Yeah.
It's on it's on display, I should say.
Oh, yeah, where?
Is it on
Smithsonian?
sale or display?
At where?
You missed it.
At the Smithsonian.
Oh,
What? It's a museum.
SCH.
Named after Eli. Oh,
better-
Schmidt.
Yeah,
The
it's the
Smithsonian.
Smithsonian.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I
good save.
mispronounced
So it wouldn't be John Smithson, would it?
it. No, sorry. Sorry.
Researchers are currently working on an official alien contact protocol. In an event, the extraterrestrials want to get in touch with us.
Was I doing sports?
I thought you were done.
Did I say thanks for
We never
listening?
learned about what the 50-year-old broad did.
No.
I'm sorry. He's the one who started me talking. I
You're
figured
the one
you
that
were
wanted to hear
done.
a song from Mr. Godwin.
Well, how did...
Oh, jeez.
Back to sports. Go on.
Christy, I could totally see why you were
Thank you.
you're thinking it was
Okay, what have you got over there?
Stupid.
Oh, look, he's all excited now.
A South African woman has broken the Guinness World Record for the most bungee jumps in 1 hour. 50-year-old
Why? How'd she live to be that old?
Linda Potgieter.
Nailed it.
Potgieter.
Uh-huh.
Potgieter.
Jumped off South Africa's highest bridge, the Blorkamp Bridge.
Come on.
23 times to earn the title.
That's great.
Her success
This bridge is 700-plus feet high.
beats the record of 19, which had remained unbroken for 19 years.
You know, they asked her how it is to be a marathon bungeer. You know what she said?
No, what she said?
It has its ups and downs. Cute.
Yeah.
Real cute.
Very cute.
Her boobs went from a B to a C long.
Wow.
It's 708 feet high.
That's amazing. Could you do that, Josh?
I have bungee jumped.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know that I could do it. I don't think I'd want to do it 23 times. I mean, aren't you just giving the finger to God at that point?
Yeah.
Remember the days you'd walk into a concert and they would have the
Sure.
portable bungee?
Yep.
They never sort of said why they stopped doing that.
Well, I can tell you why.
I'm guessing somebody had a 200-foot.
I can tell you why they stopped.
Yeah, somebody had a 200-foot cord.
Worst Michael
a
Bublé
190-foot
concerts.
drop.
Remember the swing of death you did?
Yes, I do remember the swing.
That was scarier to me. I did one of those as well. Scarier than bungee jumping.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
That's where they.
I didn't like the part you had to pull the. You pulled
Exactly.
your own.
I felt like I was going to pull myself out of the vest.
Yeah, to let go.
Well, whoops.
You don't have
hurtling
too
to my
long to
death.
think about your impending death, though. That's the upside of that.
Yeah.
We have a request for a political ad of all things. It's very unusual. This is from Greg Warren.
Comedian Greg Warren is here in the studio with us. Now, Greg, we've learned about your love life. That didn't take long. What else is going on? How's your family?
My parents are fighting.
Uh-oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
They're fighting over the dryer. My mom says we need a new dryer, and my dad says we don't. And the fights are getting mean. I think they're going to start taking out those political attack ads against each other.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Colleen Warren wants a new dryer. We don't need a new dryer. Colleen Warren wants to waste our money. Money that could be spent on a new security system for this home. Colleen Warren wants terrorists to invade our home. This ad was paid for by me because I'm the one with the damn job in this house. Jerry Warren says the dryer isn't broken. Just like he said the air conditioner wasn't broken, the car wasn't broken, and our son Greg's arm wasn't broken. Haven't we had enough of Jerry Warren? This ad was paid for by Jerry Warren, and he doesn't even know it.
There you go, a political attack ad from the Warren folks. Yes, what have you got going on?
That couldn't have been Greg Warren. That was funny.
Oh, man.
Tough room today.
And that's sports.
Oh, it is? Okay.
No, I'm not talking now.
This is what you farted for.
Christy is taking a vow of silence.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always.
We're angry, said no one.
Before we
Well, that was mean.
before we get to your newscast, Christy,
Yes.
we have another important political announcement. And here it is.
Attention to all
Did you
eligible
get all of it, or
voters.
you started over?
My name is Doug LaDouche, and as you know, I am a candidate in the upcoming election. By now, you've probably heard some of the attack ads against me, even though they sound like they are coming from my competitor, Mr. John Fudge. They are not. Many political ads today are purchased by political action committees, known as PACs. The attack ads you are hearing are coming from one of these PACs. In fact, they are from John Fudge's Political Action Committee, the Fudge PAC. So, look out. And even if Mr. John Fudge is currently trailing, remember, the Fudge PAC specializes in coming from behind. And believe me, things are tight, real tight. So no matter what the ads are saying, just know this is still a very close two-man struggle. My name is Doug LaDouche, and I approve this message.
Paid for by the Doug LaDouche Political Action Committee, the LaDouche PAC. Ted Fiegelman, treasurer. Good luck today, Doug. Wonder if he'll get any write-ins.
I know one.
Just laughing himself.
Christy Lee is at the Bob and Tom News Desk. We have time for
I don't know how you write in anymore because everything's on a machine. You have to ask for a...
If you yell at somebody enough, they'll help you figure it out.
Oh, really?
Those machines are important. How else could votes be hacked?
Now it's like a ticker tape that rolls out and you get to... Whatever.
Here we go.
Yeah. Researchers are currently working on an official alien contact protocol in the event extraterrestrials want to get in touch with us. According to the University of St. Andrews, the new SETI post-detection hub will act as coordinating center for an international effort to develop the procedures for how Earth should respond if or when we discover we are not alone in the cosmos.
Hello, and how are you?
Hey, listen, Bert, we appreciate your suggestion, but I think firing at them isn't a good idea.
No. The university.
Step one, hide Elon.
Said while the United Nations has established procedures for dealing with the threat posed by impacts of asteroids on Earth, there is nothing similar in place for picking up a radio signal from out in the universe.
Yeah. That's a good thing. It's like, hey, yeah, what if we did here when what do we do now?
Yeah.
That's good.
Might be a little too late.
Yeah.
It's going to be like that scene from Dr. Strangelove where the president has to call Putin. Hey, good afternoon. A funny thing going on. We just heard a radio signal from space.
Now, Vlad.
There's a huge backup in the Milky Way, and
Of
Jupiter's
course I
expecting
like
severe
to-
storms today. It's a radio signal. They got a morning show. Yeah, what is it? What is the notion of... someone said if you were telling me this, chick, if we discover aliens and they're on their way here, it's not going to be good news.
Yeah, 99% chance.
Hawking said that.
Yeah.
If they're coming, it's bad news. Wouldn't that be great, though? Just that radio signal thing. Remember the beginning of, of Close Encounters?
Yeah.
The air traffic control guy.
Everything about that movie's awesome.
Yeah.
That's one of the great beginnings ever of a movie. If you haven't seen it, by all means, check it out.
If aliens came to Earth, would it change your life at all, Dad? Or would you still just be worried about taking the girls to swim practice?
Oh, yeah.
Just worried
You
about
would.
your usual chores throughout the day?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Look,
Yeah.
I can't be probed right now. I've got a million things.
Yes.
Can we schedule it for tomorrow?
Can't be bothered with.
I mean, so are these people just going to sit around thinking about what to say to how to communicate with aliens?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Pretty good gig.
This is like your think tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the great thing about a gig like that is it's not like, well, I really can't call in sick today. Today's the big day. We're going to decide what to do if the 1,000,000,000 odds come around. And, well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Thank you very much, Christy. Now, when we come back, give me the teaser, please.
Coming up, we have the world's best cheese for 2022. A Bloody Mary mix that tastes like lasagna.
Really?
Oh.
Boy, is that in the category something no one ever asked for?
Oh, no.
Oh, I don't know about that.
There's a fat alcoholic in me that loves that idea. My goodness.
Okay, well, we'll find out where that's
you know
coming
how clumsy and awkward it is to drink a bottle of vodka while you're eating lasagna.
Yeah, right?
Cut out the middleman.
Okay, also coming up today, we have an interesting event, a happy ending for a couple of miners trapped underground.
Not that kind of happy ending.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, since we're down here.
Miners?
We'll find out what they said to each other. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
95.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work Edition news desk. It's Christy Lee.
Yes.
There's Pat Godwin.
Yellow.
Are you wearing a scarf or is that your guitar strap?
Guitar strap, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a fashionable scarf.
It can be used as a scarf when you don't have a real one.
Huh.
Okay.
Like a director for a Broadway play.
Yes.
An ascot?
Yes. You could
ask Scott if he'll come over tonight.
I don't want to talk. He makes me nervous.
No.
Could we move forward?
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline. Hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much. We got a letter here. Apparently, we missed something that Josh said.
Uh-oh.
An excellent joke, I see
Wow.
here. We were talking about this guy who claims that I think legitimately, that his house was hit by a meteor, right? And this was in, Northern California? But they're still investigating. But this guy heard a big bang and woke up and his house was on fire.
Right.
And there is apparently you said, Christy, there's ring camera footage of the meteorite and describing it as a great ball of fire. And Josh said, I'm sure it shook his nerves and rattled his brains.
Yeah.
Very timely.
Very.
A little
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Little Jerry Lee Lewis reference in the wake of his
Didn't mean to bore you.
sad departure. Thank you, Josh. I did not hear you say that, but
That's okay.
this person wanted us to underscore what a quality.
I don't do this show for you people. I
quality
do it for
joke
them.
that was. Thank you
Because
very
they're
much.
actually listening to you.
They're working.
Boy, I hope not.
Referencing this famous line, by the way, Chris.
Yep, that's it.
Thank you, Josh. Next time you do that, I'll have that handy. Now we.
It wasn't even the line.
No, of course not.
It's the first. Yeah.
Well,
You
that's the song.
You highlighting it, saying here he was quoting this, and then it's not that.
Well, it's that song.
That's not what you meant. You expected it to play what Josh had
Never
said.
got it, really.
Well, and that's the name of the song that you just played. So you presented no new information.
No, none. I already knew
For those
that.
unfamiliar with Jerry Lee,
Lady.
so-called killer. No, that's Jerry
That's
Lewis.
Jerry Lewis, not Jerry Lee
Okay,
Lewis.
I'm sorry.
warned the wrong
Let's
way.
just go back to the news desk with Christy Lee, shall we?
Correction.
Out of 4,434 cheeses from 42 countries,
Many cheeses.
a Swiss Gruyere was named the world's best cheese of 2022.
Huh.
According to
You know who was upset?
Who's that?
Cheeses of Nazareth.
Yeah, all those cheeses were upset, sure.
Great store. Nazareth, Pennsylvania.
Jesus of Nazareth has to be a store.
It is actually.
Has to be.
Pat says it is.
It is. Nazareth, PA.
You can
Let's
find
find
it
it.
because of all the protesters out front picketing.
According to CNN, 250 international judges selected the Le Gruyere AOP Sur Choix as this year's winner of the World Cheese Awards. They described it.
Choco Moco Lata. Be your lady, mama. Lord.
They just-
Cherchois. Voulez-vous coucher what is it?
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
Fromage à Cherchois.
They describe the champion cheese as a really refined, handcrafted cheese that melts on the tongue and has notes of herbs, fruits, and leather. Leather?
Oh, sure. You love a leathery cheese.
yeah.
Nice cheesy belt.
A cheese with a lot of taste and bouquet. Gorgonzola Dolce DOP, a soft blue buttery cheese made by DiMaggio from Italy,
Yeah.
came in second place.
None of those are words.
Eat them at cheese.
How did Easy Cheese do?
What place did that?
It doesn't say here.
Velveeta?
Oh.
No. No Velveeta.
Nothing at a spray can. You got a tribute, Pat?
Do 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 do.
Oh, boy.
Do 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 do.
Oh, no.
Well, cheeses are just all right with me. I like a nice charcuterie. Give me a blue or a fancy brie. Swiss is the best in the world, you see. Yeah, come on. Hey, I don't care what France may say. I don't care about the s'il vous plaît. Swiss is the best in the world today. The cheeses are out our sight. Yeah, everybody now. I have to poo.
All right, we're done.
Blue, blue.
Thank you for joining in.
Blue, blue.
Did they have like a melted cheese category, or is it all
What?
like nachos? and no?
I guess not.
Wouldn't that be
Don't
fun?
look at me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't
I
you love
doubt
bad
it.
nacho
I don't think
cheese?
it's
Oh, it's delicious.
a little queso.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, that's Velveeta, right? You melt that.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Velveeta melts the best, I say.
Absolutely.
Now, we have a little competition going on out there. I got to remind everybody.
That's right. Is
You
Marm
want
Wrestling?
you want to enter. It's the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em. The prize, the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Each week we have a winner. We'll be finding out who won Week 9, which was last week. We'll find that out probably coming up tomorrow morning. And all you have to do to win this week is to enter before Thursday at about 8 o'clock in the evening Eastern time, before the Thursday night game. That's the game that begins each official NFL week.
Now, you have to bet against the spread?
No, the
but it's
spread
not
is,
as difficult.
the spread is not involved.
What's
Just
that?
pick the winners, and whoever picks the best one will be our winner. Last week it was Brian Huber of Brookville, Indiana.
And he must have known the spread because he bet against it.
There was no spread involved, but you're just confusing everyone. It's much easier than you think. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. You could be the winner of the Big Green Egg Mini Max.
We call it the Beat the Spread contest.
Nothing to do with the spread. Pat, I have a very unusual request for you coming up. I will confer with you during the break.
Why'd you have to say that on air?
One of my favorites. Oh, I don't want to give it away.
He's just giving us good news that he won't be conferring with any of that.
Thank goodness, because I'm tired of those conferences. I'll tell you that much.
It's a request from Mr. DeValley.
Oh.
DeValley.
That's his name, Mr.
Rudy
DeValley. It's not Rudy DeValley, but we're going to call him Rudy. And he is from Crete, Illinois.
Crete? There's a plague in Crete.
He's a Cretan.
And, are the people from Crete called Cretans?
Yeah, hopefully.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
Cretans. Spartans are from Sparta. You should read a book sometime, Pop.
But
Where's
Cretans,
the?
that's
Where's
that's
Crete?
not good.
What city? What state?
Illinois.
Crete. Illinois.
We got a special request for his brother. I'm going to give you a hint. He's going to the Split Rock Lighthouse in Beaver Bay, Minnesota.
That sounds... Never mind.
No.
Is that the song hint?
Filthy.
Is that the hint?
Go ahead, Josh. What did you say?
No.
Split.
You'll thank me for not saying it.
Split.
Welcome to Crete.
Well, we'll be finding out
Village News.
why
Leaf
this is an
collection started.
exciting request for Mr. Godwin. And also we have cannibalization in the news and the Bloody Mary mix that tastes like lasagna.
That's right.
It's all coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Are your ulcerative colitis symptoms proving difficult to manage? Tremfya guselkumab can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. At 1 year, many patients taking Tremfya achieved clinical remission, and some patients also achieved endoscopic remission. Individual results may vary. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor if Tremfya can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more, or visit TremfyaRadio.com.
It's time for basketball, and Uber Eats is dropping deals on game day favorites to keep you locked in on the action. Like when you're craving a buzzer beater, but also buffalo wings. Or when an upset makes you want to ugly cry into a pizza. And right now, Uber Eats has game day deals from McDonald's, Popeyes, Pizza Hut, Wendy's, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a hamburger. Order now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
Dollar winner.
You're a child.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Oh my God.
Christy Lee at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work edition news desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold. Ace Cosby's here.
Sitting in for Dick Fitzwater.
Willie Griswold.
What's up?
Sorry.
Hey man, I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
And now it's time. Now it's time for some adult behavior.
When?
On another radio
Yeah.
station. I'm so sorry. Oh, we have a special request. This is kind of obscure.
Oh,
but,
when is it not?
I like this one.
But at least you're being honest.
Yeah, I got a nice letter, as I mentioned earlier, from Mr. DeValley.
I'd like to see it.
No.
That's his last name.
Okay.
Capital D, small e, capital V-A-L-L-E. Mr. DeValley. And his first name is not... God, if it was Rudy, wouldn't that be great?
Oh, it's hidden.
Rudy.
It's a hidden valley.
I'd like to hear a request.
Rudy DeValley. Do you get any of that, Willie?
I have no idea what's going on.
You want to explain it to him, Josh?
No. Rudy Valley was one of the most famous megaphone crooners, if you will, back in the day.
Back in the 20s, I think?
Yeah. Like a pre-Sinatra type, maybe.
Oh,
Way before Sinatra.
In hindsight, those jokes are very funny. Now that I understand it. Look at you guys.
They called it crooning, though, for some reason.
This guy writes, my brother is going up to the Split Rock Lighthouse in Beaver Bay, Minnesota this week. Now, there's a reason for that. And, Pat, do you want to explain why this is happening? There's a festival up there. Do you understand what it's for?
For the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
That's right. It's the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Tragedy, but it turned into a absolutely brilliant song.
My Lord.
One of my favorites.
It's very good.
It's brilliant. And by
Brave Men All.
The great Gordon Lightfoot.
I see.
But
no
when
reason
he was
to listen to it again.
When he was composing the song, it's my understanding that he had some other ideas before he settled on the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
The first draft was about a famous jazz scatter.
Is that right?
Yeah, like you. They did the jazz and the scatting and stuff like that.
Oh, she's a hero.
Oh, very much so, yeah.
It sits down below like the ship we all know, the rectum of Ella Fitzgerald. She'd scat when she sang and her bottom would bang, a disaster when the winds would come early. A doctor, it said, would always turn his head when performing her colon procedure. There's polyps in corn and Louis Armstrong's horn, the rectum of Ella Fitzgerald.
Happy now?
No, that was the original.
Oh.
Then he realized it would fit right into the Edmund Fitzgerald and turned it into more of a somber.
One time Tom described that as a lovely tribute.
Yes.
Remember when he said our apologies to Mr. Gordon Lightfoot? Not
Nothing to the Fitzgerald family.
Or to the people of the tragedy.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Rudy Valley.
I'm just a vagabond lover in search of a
Serial killer music.
Yes. This is what you clean your killing tools with.
Mother, I made you more porridge. She's been dead for 10 years. Spooning it into a skull. Oh, Mother, you're making a mess.
hey, speaking of spooning things into a skull, that segues right into this here from Christy Lee.
We got a skull in the news?
God. An analysis of the UK's oldest human remains indicates some prehistoric humans may have been cannibals. Researchers explored DNA evidence from a female found at Goff's Cave in Somerset who lived more than 13,500 years ago.
Wow.
Researchers said animal and human bones found in Goff's Cave showed significant human modification.
Those aren't mine.
Human skulls had been modified into skull cups, which the researchers believe to be evidence of ritualistic cannibalism.
Well, no, they didn't have any glasses.
No, they didn't have any
they just want to
bowls.
drink out of something.
Come on.
Yeah.
Well,
You had to plug the eye holes
The
up.
person
though.
could have been way dead. Doesn't mean they
by
ate the
hand.
flesh.
Yeah.
yeah,
Put
but
rocks in the eye holes so that it holds some milk.
That's cute.
I love what you've done with the cave. Oh, you
Yeah.
use these as glass. That's a great. That's a nice tip.
I got it on Caveman Pinterest.
Yes,
Boy, it's fun on there.
unbelievable.
So many of them.
England does have a reputation for bad food. I think
How dare you? What about mushy peas and sticky toffee pudding? All right.
That's disturbing.
Well, you got to do what you got to do back then, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess.
So if your neighbor's eating people and you're hungry, don't you go ahead and eat a person?
I guess they're the specialty. It's Georgian chips.
Not fish and chips. George.
I like that British cavemen are still British. They still have the accent.
Language yet.
I know what goes well.
That's right.
Yes.
Eating's not there yet, but I get it.
We're going to eat some people and go watch a rugby match. Is what we're going to do out on the pitch. That reminds me a little bit of this.
Hello and welcome to Spit Take Theatre. Yes. This week's Spit Take Theatre presentation, A Death in the Family. Hey,
Listen, thanks a lot for letting me stay here until we get Mom's memorial service put together.
No problem.
Really appreciate it.
After all, you're my little brother.
Well, thanks.
Okay.
Man, it's just all so sudden. Last time I talked to her, she was in great health.
No, she was sick. Kind of sick, but she just wasn't one to complain, really.
I had no idea.
Listen, I enjoy you, being here. Kind of lonely here without Mom around.
I bet. So probably pretty quiet around here, huh?
Yeah, it's very, very quiet.
And by the way, this is delicious. I didn't realize what a cook you are.
That is good, isn't it?
Oh, it's one of the best meals I've had in a long time. Meat is most unusual.
More peas?
No, none for me, thanks. Listen, while we're on the subject of Mother, something I've kind of been needing to tell you.
What's that?
Well, I've got a confession to make. I never really cared for Mother.
You never really cared for Mother?
I mean, I know I never talked about it. But...
What do you mean? You've had 2 helpings.
This has been Spit Take Theatre. Next week for another edition of Spit Take.
Oh, my God.
Dinner at Dahmer's.
Yeah. Cup of Joe and a plate of Mom. Apparently, they were there.
We're eating Mom. You don't think this music is lovely? So
Yeah,
sweet.
sure. It's got its place.
You're out of your mind.
It's kind of
In a
sweet.
serial killer's basement
No,
at
it's
the beginning
not
of a Woody
serial.
Allen film.
I see
Whatever.
you. I see Christy in the kitchen, looking out a brightly lit, sunny window, holding a baby doll, talking to it.
Her boyfriend bleeding out on the carpet.
That's right. We showed him, didn't we?
Baby.
I guess we will choose what we're having for dinner. After all.
I thought he'd never shut up.
Stouffer's has created a Bloody Mary mix that tastes like lasagna.
I like a Stouffer's lasagna.
Oh, I do too. It's very good. Described as bold and savory, Stouffer's says their first ever Bloody Mary mix is intended to be an unexpected way for people to enjoy the taste of the brand's lasagna at the holidays.
Rather than just eating one?
The limited
Hey,
edition.
we can turn this into booze.
The limited edition item is not for sale, however. Stouffer's will be giving bottles away for free on November 14th at the Stouffer's online merchandise store.
How about
Those
that?
who manage to snag a bottle will also receive a recipe card and a coupon valid for free Stouffer's lasagna.
I mean, did somebody complain? That's a shame you can't drink lasagna and get a buzz from it. Oh, wait a minute. I've got an idea.
What is wrong with you? This is the future. This is progress. We're
Yeah.
drinking our booze. It's so fun
I mean,
drinking lasagna.
If you think about it, Bloody Marys, they have all the food in them anyway.
Exactly. I think I'd rather have a big old slab of lasagna and a Bloody Mary.
Well,
there you go.
Best of both worlds.
Or perhaps
Chug from the
wait a
bottle.
minute, perhaps.
No, just a bottle of vodka and a lasagna. Don't bring tomato juice into this.
Or a lasagna that tastes like Bloody Marys. This is getting very confusing. But congratulations. That is a good lasagna, though.
It is.
I certainly agree with that. Now, give me the teaser, Christy. What have you got coming up?
We have South Korean miners surviving underground 9 days on this particular item.
Poop.
We have poop, Josh.
Oh. No, I'm just saying what I have to do with the
If
commercial.
you're a beer drinker, I have some good news possibly. And Maserati in the news.
My Maserati goes 185.
Does it?
Yeah, I don't know about you.
Did you have your license?
You and
but now
Joe.
You can't drive.
Yeah, they took his
Yeah,
license.
speed limit's 55.
But, other than that, life's been good to him so far.
Once again, coming up, we have the Shoein of the Week. But up next, it's going to be Kostaki Economopoulos, our NFL correspondent.
Whoop-de-doo.
And
I said
Not very
whoop-de-doo.
nice.
that sounded sarcastic.
Oh, it was.
I'll remind you, we have our Pigskin Pick'em competition up and running. It's week 10, and you could be our winner. Get your picks in prior to 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. Wait a minute. 8 o'clock, Thursday evening. And it's that simple. Just pick the winners. You don't have to go up against the spread or anything. It's so easy. You could win the Big Green Egg Mini-Max just like Brian Huber, who won it last week. We'll find out who was this week's winner coming up probably tomorrow morning. I'm looking forward to that. So be part of it. Win the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Now, among other things coming up, I mentioned Mr. Economopoulos. Also, we're going to talk with the legendary guitarist from Steely Dan and the Doobie Brothers, Skunk Baxter. Will be our guest coming up later on. Looking forward to talking to Skunk. He's got his first solo album out ever. Right now, Napa is out there. They're on a mission to keep you in motion in that car, in that truck. For almost a century, Napa's been known for having the quality parts and expert knowledge that drivers need. Today, Napa helps drivers just like you hit the road with great confidence because they've got America's largest network of parts and auto care. Nearly 6,000 Napa Auto Parts stores and over 17,000 Napa Auto Care centers, meaning you're never far from the quality products or trusted service that your ride and you and your lifestyle, they all depend on that. Visit NapaOnline.com to find a Napa location near you today and find out what it means, the phrase Napa know-how. They'll help you out. Visit NapaOnline.com to find the Napa location nearest you. Coming right back with Kostaki. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Hyundai. Whether you're running errands with the kids or heading on a weekend escape, the new 2025 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid is packed with class-leading advanced safety features like blind spot view monitor, forward collision avoidance assist, and wireless phone charging, so you can stay focused on what really matters. Learn more about the new Tucson Hybrid at HyundaiUSA.com.
Support comes from ServiceNow. We're for people doing the creative work they actually want to do. That's why this ad was written and read by a real person and not AI. You know what people don't want to do? Boring, busy work. Now with AI agents built into the ServiceNow platform, you can automate millions of repetitive tasks in every corner of your business, IT, HR, and more, so your people can focus on the work that they want to do. That's putting AI agents to work for people. It's your turn. Visit ServiceNow.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work Edition News Desk.
Present.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, y'all.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Well, thank you very much. I think we're going to talk a little bit of NFL with Kostaki Economopoulos, our NFL correspondent.
Here he comes now.
Who is in Los Angeles, California. We'll look forward to talking to Kostaki momentarily.
L.A.
Now, we have had some pretty serious NFL news overnight. The Indianapolis Colts fired Frank Reich, their head coach, and brought in a guy who's been working at ESPN, who's a good friend of this show. He is Jeff Saturday.
And evidently had been working as a consultant as well for the Colts.
So he's going to be the new head coach, interim head coach.
I don't know. You think he's going to go visor or ball cap?
Oh.
What do you think?
Great hair, so he's got a visor, I think.
He's got a head for a visor.
I hear he's going welder's mask. A bold choice. Very blue collar.
He was going to go miter.
Yeah.
But the folks with the good seats wouldn't be able to see the field. That'd be a problem.
That's not true.
He's a tall fellow. We've got, there he is. There's Kostaki Economopoulos joining us from his apartment.
In the waiting room of purgatory.
The bachelor pad. Hey, Kostaki, how are you?
I'm good. Was that a miter reference? You don't get that often.
No, you're welcome. Yeah, I can you imagine if they, these teams merchandise everything.
Right.
You can get a baseball cap for a football team. Can you imagine if you could get
a miter
logoed?
You don't want baseball caps for football teams? Baseball caps should be on baseball teams?
No, I'm just saying.
That's what you're not
going to believe me when I tell you this. I'm totally serious when I say this. When I was in college, there was a guy in one of my classes that had a New York Mets logo on a yarmulke.
Oh, really?
And he wore it all the time. Yeah, he's of a religious nature. Nothing
sure.
wrong. But, it was kind of
believe you.
I can get someone on the phone to...
I have no reason to doubt it.
I would
and
really
he would put a hairpin in it to keep it up there.
I used to live in that neighborhood. I know that's true.
But now, Kostaki, big news out of the Colts organization. Jeff Saturday. Did you ever meet Jeff in your travels coming through here?
I have met Jeff. Yeah, he's great. I'm rooting for him.
Super nice guy and just a great human being. So I certainly wish him the best. Frank Reich was also a great guy, and I wish him the best as well.
Right. He's still with us.
I know. I'm sorry. I corrected myself. He's a great guy. So, in any event, it's an interesting move mid-season and to replace someone that has not really done much coaching. What do you think?
It's a bold choice, right? They've already got a quarterback without much experience. So they bring in a guy who's never coached. Is it so they can commiserate? Boy, this losing is painful and new. At least we have each other.
Well, Jeff is a really bright guy, so we'll wish him the best.
I agree. I think he's great. He's been a great commentator, and he was super warm and real the one time that I met him. And he's easy to root for. I hope he wins.
No, they're taking on the Las Vegas team, and as you know, that's Ace's favorite team, Kostaki.
Yes, that team's struggling a lot. Oh my goodness.
I can see you're upset about it.
The Colts are getting touchdown. Colts are getting 7 in Vegas. There you go.
All right. Well, now, what have you been paying attention to in the world of the NFL? Because I know that's your sphere of interest.
Oh, if you're a Packers fan, this might be a good time to go pee because it's the next couple of minutes are going to be brutal.
Yeah.
What's happening to the Packers? Losing to the Lions is the worst thing to happen to Wisconsin since lactose intolerance. The Packers are so bad right now. Brett Favre is embarrassed. Oh, my goodness. He's so sad. He's flying his junk at half staff. Things are so bad for the Packers. They're bringing in Favre to handle the finances. That's bad.
He's got a lot of funding.
And Kanye is going to handle public relations. It's bad over there.
Rough. Things are rough.
They called him Ye.
It might be time for Elon Musk to buy the Packers and make them worse.
I see.
Suicide watch in Wisconsin. Confiscate the string cheese, everybody. It's brutal.
It's silly.
When a Packers fan slits his wrist, does he use a cheese knife? It's tough. I've never tried ayahuasca, but watching the Packers offense makes me want to puke repeatedly into a bucket. Packers are 3-6. How is Green Bay's record worse than Aaron Rodgers' haircut? Some people are saying this is Aaron Rodgers' worst game. I still think that's his dating game. That's his worst game. Maybe his family game. Certainly his haircut game and science game are not very strong. Packers are a Cinderella story, but only the part where it turns midnight and everything goes to hell. Aaron Rodgers is struggling so much, Pat McAfee has replaced him as the Tuesday guest with Jordan Love.
That's his backup.
That's tough.
That's the backup.
Yikes.
Yeah.
To all the sad Packers fans, I'd like to say one thing. Double chin up. There's always bacon. All right.
Double chin up.
Wow, come on. I gotta
kind of
Kostaki makes friends everywhere.
There he goes. You know it gets bad when he does the come on.
It's comedy.
Now, how did your gigs go in New Mexico over the weekend?
Oh, they were so fun. The people there were awesome. I loved them. I drove, which is ridiculous.
No, but that's a beautiful drive.
It is a beautiful drive.
It was so gorgeous. New Mexico and Arizona, like every 20 minutes, there's a whole new landform. You're like, oh my God.
I love it.
It was great. It was really fun. I had so much fun.
If I'm not mistaken, Friday, November 18th, you're going to be in Sioux Falls.
And it gets right back up.
At Boss's Comedy Club. And then you're going to be in Nevada, Iowa, Saturday, November 19th at the Talent Factory. Is this correct?
That's correct. In fact, the Sioux Falls shows tickets are going so well, we might add one. So,
good for you.
I'm excited to get back
what team will you mock when you're in Sioux Falls? Just to get the locals revved up.
You got to do all that. That's probably a little bit of a make fun of the Vikings kind of place. They're a little bit in between. They get some Broncos and Vikings. And then there's people from everywhere. There was a Bears fan in Albuquerque this week. So it's always fun to ask and chat with them and see what's up. By the way, the Bears quarterback, Justin Fields, had a game. He ran for 178 yards.
Yeah.
There's a man who's trying to escape Chicago. He's doing his best.
That's amazing. And now,
Fields broke
Kostaki,
Michael
I want
Vick's
to
record.
explain real quick what you are doing here. You have a very special place that people can go to participate in NFL sports comedy. Tell me more.
Yeah, it's at All Pro Lines on all the big major social media platforms. Come join us. Just get a football joke in your feed. And if you want to chime in and write some tags and jokes with me, you're welcome. And you got to check out Mini Helmet Theater. I just posted it. It's the dumbest thing I do.
I love them.
I love them too.
It closes on a joke that I definitely can't do on the radio. So come check that out today. It's fun. It's definitely the silliest thing I've ever done. But
now, when you sit down to write jokes, do you immediately start with the Atlanta Falcons, your favorite team?
yes, traditionally, yeah. Whenever I at the end of the season, sometimes I'll search by team. There's always like 100 times the number of jokes on the Falcons than any other team. I didn't write any this week. They're kind of in the middle now, right? Those teams aren't as much fun to joke about. Usually they're at the bottom, so hopefully they'll either win or lose a lot more going forward. We'll see.
What is the biggest buzz right now in the NFL?
Tom Brady is always the big story, and this year has been kind of a gift to the comedy gods.
What's wrong with Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, and how much?
Aaron Rodgers is just hard to believe, right? Tom couldn't score a touchdown to the last 10 seconds. I was wondering if Giselle got cussed of the end zone. I didn't know.
What he said there was, he got cut up. He said Tom Brady didn't score to the last 10 seconds, Christy, because Giselle got custody of the end zone.
Yeah, I saw that.
This is a man going through a divorce right now.
I know. We've all been there.
Seahawks are unexpectedly great, and Russell Wilson
love that.
Tends to bite it. So, yeah.
Tom Brady, by the way, is also part owner of a professional pickleball team, which begs the question: how many years of being the best quarterback of all time does it take for you to buy your own pickleball team? Why do you have to chip in?
How much does that cost? It can't
if you
be a
had
lot.
asked me if I could afford a pickleball team, I would have guessed yes.
Yeah. I'm with you.
$50? Who watches
It's
pickleball?
apparently become absolutely huge.
Oh, it's a big sport to
But
participate
not
in.
professional. That's still not huge.
Not yet.
Right. Oh, it's the next highlight.
Oh, yeah.
That's a Mad Men joke. Wasn't that a great episode? You ever been to the High Life, Ronton?
Yes, I used to live in Florida. I loved high life.
Isn't that the greatest?
weirdest sport?
Isn't it
It's
the
the fastest
greatest?
ball in sports.
It is.
Would you rather go to an NFL game or a High Life, Ron-Ton?
Well, okay, it's not number one, but it's top 10.
It's fun.
I love fronton soup with a little
It's
fried
above
rice.
some of the other things we go to at
Hey,
Mount Blake.
Kostaki, quiz time. Put you on the spot.
Yes.
What is the basket thing called at a highlight that a highlight player uses?
Oh, it's a siesta.
Cesta is correct. Very good. Very good, Kostaki.
Oh, I know my highlight. What else you got?
A zesta is a saltine, isn't it? Am I wrong?
Very different.
Very different.
Texas running back Damian Pierce. He got praise for his career day. In other news, Baker Mayfield went to the mall for their career day. Baker still, like the ads, Baker still hangs out in empty football stadiums, but they're only empty now because he might play.
Tough crowd.
A threat of Mayfield.
All right, let's close on this. And this is a true story. In my fantasy league, there's a Grits Blitz and there's a Greek Blitz. And somebody was complaining that they always get them mixed up. So to set them straight, I explained the Grits Blitz comes from the south and the Greek Blitz comes from behind.
Oh, very good.
Very nice.
Mr. Economopoulos. Kostaki Economopoulos. Great stand-up comedy coming to Sioux Falls and Nevada, Iowa. Coming up let's see, it's November 18th and November 19th for those dates. And Kostaki, they can find you at All Pro Lines and make fun of your favorite team or your least favorite team. It's your civic duty.
Yeah, that's what I do. It was the Packers' turn this week. Apologies and love to the Wisconsinites. I'll be back to see you guys soon.
Oh, good.
Okay, well, let's hope they've forgotten. Let's hope they've forgotten everything you just said. Thanks, Kostaki.
See you, man.
Thanks, guys.
It's always a pleasure.
Bye, Kostaki.
So funny. Now, we have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. Have we missed anything?
We missed a lot. 2 miners who spent 9 days trapped in a collapsed South Korean mine survived on
each other's feet?
No.
Oh.
Instant coffee powder.
No, they didn't.
The BBC reports the men aged 62 and 56 were stranded nearly 650 feet underground after part of the zinc mine they were working in collapsed.
Oh, that's handy, though. Probably didn't get a cold.
No, yeah, that helped a lot.
Just lick the wall.
Didn't have to worry about suntan.
Right?
The miners survived by drinking water that fell from the ceiling and consumed instant coffee mix powder.
Wow.
I hope they immediately dedicated like a poop corner.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're doing nothing but eating instant coffee.
They're believed to have kept warm by lighting a fire and building a tent out of plastic.
The instant coffee's going to get you.
I bet they
running like a sieve.
When they got them out, they interviewed them and they talked for 14 hours straight. Well, and then I said,
the men were finally rescued November 4th and were taken to a local hospital where they were said to be in stable condition. And could drinking beer in your 20s and 30s?
Oh.
The best part of waking up is not waking up in a mine. Thought I'd stop the whole show for that.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah.
Two guys stuck underground.
You won't see me getting stuck underground.
You won't see me doing it either.
I won't go down there.
I won't either.
It's one of my bucket list items.
Really?
Stuck underground, yeah.
Yeah?
Would you go into a cave?
I've been in many.
I'd like to contribute to that.
You done that spelunking thing?
Yeah,
I've done it. Get down on your stomach?
I've had your traditional tours in a cave where you're kind of walking on a path, and then I've done actual spelunking where you have to hook yourself to ropes and squeeze through.
Oh, really? What if there's a minor earthquake while you're doing that and those two sections of rock decide to join hands?
It was nerve-wracking. It was. There were times where you really had to slide through and help each other pull through holes.
How big is this hole you're going through?
The one was... I mean, if it weren't for the mud, I don't know that we would have gotten through.
What if you don't make it? Can they pull you out the other side?
Yeah. And they were like, just don't worry about this. Just get through it.
Don't worry
and
about
it was worth it. On the other side, it was this huge open thing. I forget what they called it, like the cathedral or something. And then it was a big lake in there.
Well, did you have to go back out the way you came in?
Yeah.
So was there someone on the other side so they could pull you through if something went wrong?
Only temporarily than that other person. It was one of the other tour guides or whatever came through.
See, that to me is the problem.
Yeah, no. There were many groups, so another group would have been like, hey, it's been 4 hours. We better get in there.
But Josh got through, though. Through the squeeze and through the little hole.
See, that's where he's going.
No, it's not.
I'm waiting.
Me too. We're all waiting.
Did not ask that.
It was a tight squeeze for me. Maybe not for everyone. If that's what you.
I did not say that.
No, go ahead.
Do they? You said the mud. Do they lube you up?
No, but the mud kind of acted as a lube as well.
I could never do it.
And there were like these weird blind lizards down there. We saw all kinds of things.
They're blind?
Yeah, they don't need to see.
Oh, they
no light.
They had carrying around little canes and stuff.
Yeah. I put a tiny coin in one of their tin cups.
Georgia.
No, it was great. Yeah, I loved it. I'd do it again.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
let's send them down in the mine. Who's with me?
Oh
no.
The scariest part was they're like, don't walk off alone. Because there are holes that just appear everywhere, and we don't need you falling down some shaft.
No. But it had to be dark as night down there.
Yeah, oh, yeah. We had the helmet things, and yeah.
Okay.
It was great.
How many people were in your group?
8, something like that.
How many people were in your group after
5? One does need a snack.
Exactly right.
Well, we're glad they got the miners out.
Which one of us will you eat first if we're all trapped, Tom?
Christy.
Yeah, Christy.
Gotta taste the best.
There ain't no meat.
You take care of yourself.
Ain't no meat on them bones.
Not enough meat.
Eats well, good health.
I'm gonna eat your boobs.
I'm gonna start with your neck.
What a crazy thing to say.
Well, I'm certainly glad. Certainly glad I.
Coming up, we have beer in the news. Let's change the subject.
Beer,
Maseratis, Pikachu, not all in the same story. Poisonous toads.
Also coming up in about 20 minutes, we're going to talk with a legendary guitar player, Skunk Baxter. You know him from Steely Dan and the Doobie Brothers. He's got some new stuff out. He's also a Defense Department consultant, of all things. He's an expert on missiles, really. Now, we'll talk about that, but first I want to remind you, Steven Singer Jeweler says, hey, what's the number one gift right now? Well, it's with the holiday season coming up, it's the diamond stud earrings, a special pair. They're called Anita, as in I like to be in America. Anita diamond stud earrings, under $300. Steven makes it so easy to buy real diamond jewelry for someone you love. No phony sales, no haggling. This is something that Steven does. He's got a lifetime trade-in full value warranty. So you can trade up if you want to get bigger diamond studs next go around. That's fine. Real diamond studs. Steven also has the best guarantee in the business with a 100-day, 100% no-hassle money-back guarantee. So check it out by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. Shop now for Christmas with no risk. Again, if you don't like it, send it right back. And by the way, if you get an order in before 2 o'clock today, it's going out today. Real diamonds from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers. Once again, you'll find all the information at IHateStevenSinger.com. By the way, on a serious note, Powerball, the drawing was has been delayed.
Mm-hmm.
There was a technical glitch last evening, so if you've got some Powerball tickets, don't throw them away. The winner has not been announced yet. So coming up, we have, as Christy mentioned, beer in a very unusual way in the news. And we'll talk with guitar ace Skunk Baxter. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work Edition news desk.
Yes, sir.
There's Pat Godwin.
Yellow.
There's Josh Arnold. There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone.
Heck.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Obscure trivia fact.
Yeah, that's the only kind you have.
Major League Pickleball's newest team owner, Anheuser-Busch.
How about that?
It says the first Fortune 500 company to purchase a Major League Pickleball team.
Will it be in St. Louis?
The beer brand joins LeBron James and Tom Brady in getting in on the popularity of the sport.
My sister lives in one of those Jimmy Buffett communities, and apparently they had professional pickleball players come visit, and it was huge.
I bet they got laid.
As you would call it, the aging party.
That's actually a really good HBO show. It's HBO Max, technically.
I like that. I prefer the term aged.
Yes.
Is pickleball kind of like cornhole, where people like to get drunk before they play?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Okay, cool. I just
They
didn't
say
know
it's
that.
Seems like it's a new racquetball kind of.
Yeah.
They say, but it's the appeal is that you're closer to the other people playing.
It's like tennis
So,
and ping pong.
Much more socializing.
Cool, so you
Right.
can like talk S to them. You can really,
Yeah.
hey, you suck.
Mm-hmm.
Nice backhand, Dorothy.
Did your husband play?
Yeah, the classics.
Have you ever played, any of you?
No, I'd like to.
Not me.
Played Sunday.
You did?
Uh-huh.
You
She has a friend. Who owns
took a
pickleball.
day off from your polo?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Polo season's over. Don't
Yes.
be
Oh,
gross.
sorry. Sorry.
That was
Good
so
Lord.
last
A
August.
chucker
Hasn't
after
started
a
in
chucker
Florida yet.
after Halloween. Oh gosh. Christy Lee's at the news desk. What have we got going over there?
Could beer drinking in your 20s and 30s protect you from the onset of Alzheimer's disease in your 60s?
Then I'll never get it.
A new study finds that hops, which give many varieties of beer their bitter flavor, are also capable of preventing harmful proteins from clumping together in the brain, thus maybe protecting you from Alzheimer's.
It's from the Budweiser Institute.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Budweiser.
I'm a little bit skeptical.
I can't drink hops. It makes me jumpy.
Now, does it prevent Alzheimer's because you die from liver failure in your 40s?
Yeah. It also prevents old age. And
Police in India.
Liver failure. Chuckle, 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 chuckle. Liver failure. Ha ha.
Police in Indiana
Well,
are
no,
saying.
excuse me for a second. No, we're talking about. I think this is interesting science. I mean, there's hops in beer, and they're thinking that hops may help with your. You see all those commercials constantly on television for,
ever since I started taking blah, 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 my memory seems to be so much better.
That's right.
Look, I remembered where I parked my car today. I can't remember the name of the old bitch I married, but I remember where I parked my car because I'm taking this fraudulent chemical. It's not FDA
It's
approved.
not a chemical. It's a natural herb.
Do we really want Alzheimer's to go away?
Let's-
You know what I
let's-
mean?
What are you talking
Let's
about?
hear them out, everybody.
It's not that bad. I mean, they're easy to steal from.
Yes. That's Josh.
You're just going for the very likable angle of elder abuse. Is that where this is?
Josh Care of Hate Mail. I'm sorry.
I'm looking
Chris.
forward to forgetting all you people. I can tell you that.
See?
Ignorance is bliss, they say.
Good Lord.
Police in Indiana are saying a man dressed as Pikachu fled from officers on a lawnmower. Pikachu. The Rochdale Police Department report on Halloween, officers were notified of a modified lawnmower pulling a trailer that was driving recklessly through town.
Whose idea was to call it Rochdale?
That's the famous.
Verminville?
Was that taken?
Is it famous?
Why is it famous?
Why is it famous?
Well, isn't that
Skunk Baxter's mother was born there or something.
Going down to Rochdale.
Oh, my God.
Was that Rosedale? Oh, sorry.
Oh, deputies
That's
located.
close. Rochdale, apparently, some stoner.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Come
Named
on over to
Dale.
my side.
Littered with
Named Dale.
There we go.
Hey, man.
Deputies located the mower, found that it was being driven by a person in a Pikachu costume. Police said deputies initiated a traffic stop, but the Pokemon turned around, flipped the deputy off, and continued on.
Is there a problem, officer?
The deputy broke off his pursuit of the lawnmower, but was later able to identify the individual and locate him at his residence without his costume. Following a quote-unquote brief scuffle, the man was taken into custody on preliminary charges of criminal recklessness.
Well, little Pikachu finds out the game Peekaboo in prison is a little bit different. Peekaboo foo.
Pika.
You better peek a good lawyer.
Officials in Rome have charged a man after he allegedly drove a sports car down the famed Spanish Steps. Security footage.
This is very disrespectful of history, but I bet you we had a good time. I bet you this was fun.
Yeah. Security footage released by police shows the rented Maserati.
Well, sure, you wouldn't want to do it to your own.
Hell no.
Not in parties like a rental.
Driving through the pedestrian zone down the first flight of steps before stopping.
This zone is so pedestrian.
Rome's Heritage Protection Body said the 16th and 29th steps were damaged during the incident.
The 29 steps. Good film.
The unnamed 37-year-old was apprehended at Milan's Malpensa Airport after police identified him through the car rental
You have a pen?
company.
Malpensa's broken.
Malpensa.
Very good.
He's been
Good
charged.
God.
I don't know if it was funny, but damn, it was good.
My Maserati does 185. Drove down the stairwell, barely survived. There you go. This is why you always get the extra insurance.
Boy, oh boy.
I'll
Have you been to
rent it.
Spanish Steps?
I have not.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But
I mean, I've
didn't know you
been to
could-
Rome, but I didn't
You
get
can
there.
rent a Maserati? I mean, that's
Yeah,
kinda
you can rent. Sure.
steep.
What are the Spanish Steps doing in Rome?
I don't
Shouldn't they be
know.
the Italian Steps?
You raise a good point.
Thank you.
I guess it could have been worse. It could have been in Venice and made a wrong turn on a Maserati. Then you're in trouble.
The roads are water.
Taking the SATs is a stressful, anxiety-inspiring rite of passage for many high school students, but over 50 students at an El Paso high school may have to take the tests again.
El Paso out the old lasso.
Yeah, after their tests flew out of the UPS truck transporting them and were lost or destroyed.
Oh, I'd be like, nope, automatic A's.
Yes.
Or what? The better of the best.
1,600 on
Yes.
every test.
No,
The El Paso-
I'd give the kids a test.
Yeah.
And say, okay, here's your SAT test. All or nothing. It's a UPS truck leaves El Paso at 55 miles an hour. The truck is on the interstate for 22 minutes. Approximately, where is your academic future lying on the freeway?
The El Paso Independent School District apparently working with the College Board, which administers the SATs, to determine a remedy for the students whose tests were lost. Wow.
That's rough. We're going to take a break real early because we're going to come back with Skunk Baxter, famous guitarist from Steely Dan and the Doobie Brothers. Looking forward to talking to Skunk. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is a message from sponsor Intuit TurboTax. Taxes was getting frustrated by your forms. Now, Taxes is uploading your forms with a snap, and a TurboTax expert will do your taxes for you. One who's backed by the latest tech, which cross-checks millions of data points for absolute accuracy, all of which makes it easy for you to get the most money back, guaranteed. Get an expert now at TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. See guaranteed details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
Thank you very much.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Present.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Chick. Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. We're hoping to hook up with legendary guitar player Skunk Baxter from Steely Dan and the Doobie Brothers. We'll see if that works out. In the meantime, we're working out the news with Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom news desk. Oh, wait a minute. It looks like we're getting ready to hook up with Mr. Skunk Baxter. I've got this. There we go. I recognize that mustache anywhere. Skunk, good morning, sir.
Morning.
It's great talking to you. And a new album after all these years of being an Ace session man and working with the Doobie Brothers, Steely Dan. You've got your own record. It's about time.
Thank you. I agree.
We also, an odd footnote, are you still a Defense Department consultant?
Yes, sir.
That seems like an unusual gig for someone that's an Ace guitar player. Was this because of your background as an electronics guy?
It has a lot to do with it. I do tell a lot of my friends that radar is just an electric guitar on steroids, but once you get the physics right, and I don't know, Brian Matus got his PhD in physics. Hedy Lamarr invented the frequency hopping radio. I don't know. Makes sense to me.
Sure. Now, is any of your writing inspired by your interest in missile technology?
Well, if you have a copy of the album cover in front of you, you can look behind my picture, and you'll notice there's a bunch of equations. And speed of heat is actually the aerodynamic, thermodynamic phenomenon that happens when you're moving through the atmosphere, getting close to Mach 1 speed of sound. So, I got a call about 4 months ago from one of my colleagues in Northrop Grumman. He said, Skunk, what are you doing? I know what you're doing. I said, what's that, buddy? He said, those equations on the album cover, those are oblong pressure wave equations. I went, yep, you got it. Absolutely. So, there's a connect. And with almost every physicist I've ever worked with, and I work at Lawrence Livermore, and I work at MIT Lincoln Labs, almost every physicist I've ever worked with and do work with is a musician. They understand the connection between physics and music.
Did you, are those, when you took the photograph, were those actually in the background, or did you add that later?
I added it later because I said, what am I going to put in the background? My dog or a landscape? And I thought, nah, the album is going to be Speed of Heat. What the heck?
That's really cool. Skunk Baxter is our guest, the legendary guitarist and an expert on missile technology. And fortunately, he's on our side. The new album is called Speed of Heat. We were just listening to some of it, a couple of cover songs, a salute to your old band Steely Dan, and a bunch of original stuff. And who is your guest vocalist?
Well, we have a few.
Yeah.
One is Mike McDonald. It was going to be an instrumental album, and I ran into Michael when I was up in Santa Barbara. We were doing a charity event together, and he asked me what I was doing. I said, well, I'm doing a solo project. And he went, well, if you'd like me to sing on it, I'd love to. And I went, wow, let me think about that for one femtosecond. Yeah. and then said, okay, let's do that. And the deal was, sure, let's do this, but here's what I would ask. Number one, that you write with myself and my music partner, C.J. Vanson, brilliant musician and composer. And number two, we do something that you've never done before, something that's way out of your wheelhouse. And the same thing happened with my good friend Clint Black and Johnny Lang. Same thing. Come on down, let's write something. I mean, if you listen to Bad Move, when I played it for his wife, she kind of jokingly said, who's that? I said, that's your husband. He is an incredibly multifaceted musician. There's so much talent there. We wanted to try to bring out from everyone something different.
We're talking with Skunk Baxter, legendary guitarist. You probably remember him from the Doobie Brothers, of course, and prior to that, worked with Steely Dan on those great, great early albums. And now Skunk finally has a project of his own. Do you have a lot of guitars? Are you a collector?
I used to be. I remember one night John Entwistle and I were down at the Rainbow, and I probably had like 300 or 400 guitars, and John had a huge collection, almost 600. And we said, we're idiots because we have all these beautiful instruments and they're sitting in cases in a warehouse. That's stupid. So we got rid of everything. I probably have, 40 guitars, 40 or 50, most of which, when I go do a recording session, sometimes you have to take 20 guitars with you because you don't know what they're going to ask for.
Yeah. If someone were to go way back to the Steely Dan days, do you remember which guitar is which solo on the ones that you're playing?
Sure. One that stands out is My Old School, obviously because I did a little bit more of a thermonuclear version of it on my solo project. I had just finished that guitar, building the actual instrument, and then routing out in the parking lot of the guitar repair shop that I was working at, installing the electronics, going in and using it on that cut.
Do you still have that guitar?
I absolutely do.
Do you name your guitar? Do you name your
bird's eye maple?
Do you name your guitars, or did they just? No, you don't have
No.
I know there's a couple famous ones like Blackie and stuff
Sure.
with Eric Clapton.
Right.
Once again, our guest is Skunk Baxter, and the new album is called Speed of Heat. And you did mention that you do how did you nuked up? How did you refer to the version?
Thermonuclear.
Bit of thermonuclear, yeah.
Yeah, there's also
as opposed to nuclear. Thermonuclear is fusion. Nuclear is fission. Yeah.
Is your engineering background? Are you completely self-taught, by the way?
Pretty much. I grew up in Mexico City, and there was nobody to repair amplifiers or guitars. And my dad gave me a U.S. Army radio manual, which I studied. Actually, believe it or not, the passive EQ circuit in that manual is what Leo Fender used on his original amplifiers.
Huh.
And I met an older gentleman who was a TV repairman. And then you just start experimenting. I mean, you stick a knife into the toaster and you learn pretty quickly which way the electrons flow. And you just take it from there, right?
Well, thanks, Skunk. I know you got to sign off here. The album is called Speed of Heat. The ace guitarist, Skunk Baxter, he's been a legendary guitarist for more than 50 years and now has his own album out there. And again, it is entitled Speed of Heat. Thanks for your time, Skunk. Certainly appreciate all the great music.
Thanks for your hospitality.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Skunk.
Thanks for all the great music, by the way, over the years. Ace musician. Wow, what a guitar player.
A fascinating man.
Yeah, I mean, he's like an expert on various missile systems.
Pretty cool.
What an odd combination. Like I said, there was a story out there about him where he was doing a presentation somewhere with a series of people, and someone said, "Is this next guy from Grumman or McDonnell Douglas?" And they said, "No, he's from the Doobie Brothers." But you can.
I heard in the '90s they called him Scud Baxter.
Very briefly.
Is that true?
Stud.
Briefly, yeah.
Remember, where is the Scud Stud? Where is he?
Wasn't he a Canadian
what was that
newscaster?
guy's name?
Yeah.
Arthur Kent.
Arthur
Yep,
Kent.
the
Very good.
chick. Yeah, Arthur Kent, the Scud Stud.
Wow. I think we asked about this the last time we brought him up.
And it was interesting at the time. It was pre the common internet at the time of that war, and the fax machine was the big thing. So every day, what would we get, Christy?
We would get some
drawing
of a missile.
Yeah, but it was a camel.
Oh, that's right.
With his balls about to be hit by a sledgehammer with a missile in its mouth. We'd get that.
You forget the balls were up on a stump.
Yeah, we'd get it more or less constantly. We turn back now to Christy Lee at the news desk. Christy.
I was just trying to figure out what he was doing these days, but it doesn't really say much. A man who was lost in the Colorado wilderness was nearly left behind after a rescue helicopter misunderstood his gesturing.
Well, he shouldn't have given the A-OK sign.
Thumbs up, baby.
This is according to CBS News. A crew called 911 after someone from a hunting party did not return to camp. Rescuers were dispatched with a Black Hawk helicopter scouring the area from above. Crew said the Black Hawk pilot, not below,
opposed to from below.
Right. Spotted someone who partially matched the description of the missing man and who was waving slowly and casually like, hey, like, how are you? Summit County Rescue Group's Anna DeBattiste explained the pilot said he's saying hi. He doesn't seem to be in distress, so we left.
Oh, there's got to be a way.
Ground crews were able to find the man shortly afterward and get him back to safety. An official said the incident was an educational moment for all of us, adding that the man should have waved aggressively or waved a brightly colored piece of clothing to indicate his situation.
But there really isn't a sort of a standard procedure for this, is there?
No, I don't.
Let's figure that out now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like when you're at a restaurant and you don't want to do like a full Karen and get the waiter's attention. You don't want to put your arm up. Hey,
right?
More iced tea, bitch. No, you don't want to do that.
No, you certainly don't.
No, folks, you never want to do that.
Yeah.
That's full Karen
I'm
mode.
glad you didn't have to say it out loud.
But if
We all
you're, in
get
this
the
case,
message.
you want to be jumping up and down screaming.
Right.
You just raise your finger like this when you're in the restaurant.
Hello?
Just the finger. No,
Yeah,
you don't go hello. No,
I'll do a
helicopter.
very subtle.
I'm
You don't
lost.
like I said. You don't want to do the full Karen. There's nothing
No, you
more
just
irritating.
go like this, yeah.
So I'm just
So
saying.
how would you wave down a helicopter?
I think you'd be jumping up and down screaming.
Going like this.
Well, they can't hear you scream. They're in a helicopter.
Well, I mean,
screaming is a waste of your energy.
Yeah,
okay,
really.
then jump up and down, and I mean, you don't.
Perhaps you should spell out help with trees. Maybe
you could always do that.
Yeah.
You think about that? Cut some trees down. You spell out help.
So you just happen to have a chainsaw with you?
If you don't have a chainsaw in the wilderness, you're a fool.
Yeah,
Of
why
course you bring
are
a
you
chainsaw.
going
You
out?
hike with a chainsaw?
Yeah,
Every single time.
You take a survival pen. You take some matches.
What are we doing? Are we hiking or what?
A tent. A chainsaw.
We should,
right?
But I think
A
Josh,
car,
Late
so
model
you can-
automobile.
Josh, you're a reasonable person occasionally. Don't you think that maybe having some universal signal for hell, I'm in trouble?
I sure do. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Let's figure that out. Maybe it is just a yellow little banner or something that you can keep tied to your pocket.
What if you don't have one?
I think
no, what
there's
I'm saying is you get.
There's got to be a gesture
in fact,
that can
in
be.
fact, I'm going on Shark Tank and I'm going to sell little strips.
Oh, there you go.
With they're blue strips and they're called blue safety strips.
Oh,
They could also be used for dog poop. You pick it up.
I don't like you or your idea, and for those reasons, I'm out.
You know what? I
What do you think of that?
I wanted to go with Lori anyway.
Oh, is that right?
How does that feel there?
Oh, well, I don't
Sharky Shark.
I don't wear wigs, so Lori will be perfect for you.
She's not wearing a wig.
I think she
Jeez.
might be.
What about the Canadian guy? Does he bid in American dollars? Or?
Oh, Kevin O'Leary. I know he doesn't wear a wig.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's very, very bald.
Very handsome bald man. So anyway, we need to develop a
He
signal.
has a bald list. Do you see how that? He knows exactly who's on the handsome bald list. Don't you have a song about bald
I do.
guys?
I
Yeah,
do
that's
indeed.
what I thought. Yeah.
Well, can we not come back with that?
Sure.
Okay, it sounds good. Also, Christy, give me your teaser over there, please.
We still have to get to licking toads. We have tiger sharks with cameras on their back.
Cameras.
Cameras.
There's cameras on their back.
Would you leave me alone?
Cameras for the champions.
Please.
Today's the day.
Champions.
Christy,
Make fun of the
Christy,
bad words he says.
Christy,
Yeah.
from the back.
Mispronounces
I want you to
things.
hit him with a baseball bat.
Yes, hit me from the back.
Hard, but you've got to kind of scoop underneath to get the nads.
With a baseball bat.
Knock out his knees.
The Biaro a bat on my head.
Where are you from?
Champion is what you are.
She's the new nanny.
Oh, God.
Fran Drescher is Christy Lee.
I talk like
Christy, you can answer this question in your normal voice.
What?
Answer.
What is your sleep number setting?
Yeah.
45.
45.
It's
Ask me.
It's a pleasant 45. Hey, Staten Island man.
Yeah.
What's your sleep number?
100.
100?
Yeah. Suck my ass, huh?
Let's start over, shall we?
Yeah,
Christy,
45. I love my Sleep Number bed.
There you go. And that's kind of a soft mattress setting. Mr. McGee?
Yes, mine's 100. I like a firm mattress.
There you go. Thank you very much. The Sleep Number bed is adjustable. We all know that by now. Either side is adjustable, so everybody's happy. Sleep Number's done a lot of research about issues with sleep. Lots of different things going on, including temperature. And some of the Sleep Number beds now have some really amazing stuff that will help you get to sleep quicker and stay asleep and sleep better, because sleep is so important. Right now, a very special sale. Save 40% on Sleep Number's famous Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed, plus special financing for a limited time at Sleep Number stores or online at sleepnumber.com/BT Show. Sleep Number, the original sleep and wellness partner of the National Football League. This very special offer, by the way, is subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments are required. See sleepnumber.com for all the details, and lots of information about how to get a better sleep can be found at sleepnumber.com. Once again, at sleepnumber.com/BT Show. I love my Sleep Number bed. Coming up, I think we have one more song from Mr. Godwin. Is that correct?
Yes,
I'm looking
indeed.
forward to that. And why you shouldn't be licking toads is in the news again. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
So good, so good, so good. New markdowns up to 70% off are at Nordstrom Rack stores now. Fresh kicks, spring tops, new dresses. There's always a score.
I mean, the denim section is unreal.
Why do I rack? All the dresses. I always find something amazing.
Head to your Nordstrom Rack store to find can't-miss deals on all the spring things. Great brands, great prices. That's why you rack.
Thanks very much. Now, you threw me off.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
There we go. How about that?
Turn it up. Hi, Christy Lee.
Hi, Chick.
She's at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work edition news
Yes.
desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone.
And
My hair smells good.
coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day.
Your favorite part of the show.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee.
What is this? Sounds cool. What is it?
It's Skunk Baxter.
Oh,
That's great.
from Speed of Heat.
It's called Juliet. We just spoke with Skunk.
Juliet. Oh, Juliet.
Chick wrote lyrics.
I just got the recording.
Juliet. Juliet.
It's nice stuff.
It is nice.
Then he does a, what did he call it? Fusion nuke. What did he call it?
Thermonuclear version of My Old School.
I was smoking with the boys upstairs when I heard about the whole affair. I said, oh no,
That's fun. Yeah.
Little guitar in there. Skunk.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Oh, but on the softest, that Juliet's beautiful. What a great song.
Juliet. I'm
Thank
humming it already.
Can you get Orkin on the phone?
What?
Orkin.
Yeah, I'd like to get the bug out of his ass.
What are you talking?
They're going to have to apparently go deep.
What did I do?
I thought you were adding to the
Nothing.
song with your own
Thank you,
lyrics, your
Juliet.
own interpretation.
Perfect.
It's Ace Cosby.
Perfect timing.
We all know it's Ace Cosby.
What would you call a cow wearing a suit of armor?
What would you call a cow wearing a suit of armor?
Sirloin.
Yes. Sirloin of beef.
Sirloin, get it?
That was funny, Chick.
Yeah.
Oh, Ace said it was funny. Okay.
I thought that was mildly amusing.
Alrighty.
It is.
Thank you, Ace. I certainly appreciate your humor.
What would you call a cow with liver disease? Chick?
Cirrhosis.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally different.
Well,
it just lays there.
Kind of a
Well,
black
cirrhosis. Never mind.
Wait a minute, that has nothing to do with a cow, though.
Yeah, at
You're
least
right.
the
Yeah.
loin
What would you
and
call a
sirloin.
knight? A
Yeah.
knight with. You're right, Christy. What would you call a knight who assassinated Bobby Kennedy?
There you go.
I got this one.
Sirhan.
Yeah.
Who knew you could wring comedy out of that?
yes.
See, when it happened.
Is that your fault?
You didn't look at the TV and goes, one day we're going to be laughing at that.
I know you didn't.
No, I didn't. A lot.
Both brothers.
What do you call a knight? And he's he likes numbers or something. He likes to add them up. Surplus.
Surplus.
Maybe a night you had too many of one thing, or not plenty.
Yeah,
There's no saying that, Josh. That's a big plate of nothing.
Hey, the National Park Service has issued a warning against licking poisonous toads.
What if they look yummy, though?
The Sonoran desert toad is also known as the Colorado river toad.
River toad, yeah.
What is the...
You know what? The Sonoran desert puts me to sleep. Oh, yeah, that's hilarious.
Do you know what the scientific name of the Sonoran...
The only reason really to do this
is because of this.
The scientific name of what?
Is it the
Sonoran desert toad?
It's a booty hole toad.
You're close.
The poop and pee.
No, you're close. You both are very close. Think of Tom.
Boner frog.
Alligator frog.
Big dick frog.
Bufo alvarius.
Bufo.
It's the Bufo alvarius.
Yes.
There it is.
I'm not kidding. That is
Look at him.
Bufo. Hey, you want to kiss my Bufo?
You know what happened to him when he was in, I'm going to say, 6th grade?
Somebody did
found something in a book.
Yeah.
And he started laughing. And he wants to keep...
Now, are these the Western frogs, or are these from East Beaufort? Whatever the hell.
Sonoran desert toad, Colorado river toad. They have prominent parotoid glands that secrete a potent toxin that can make you sick if you handle the frog or get its poison in your mouth.
Or butt?
A substance found in these toxins can be dried into crystals and smoked in a pipe, producing an intense experience generally lasting 15 to 30 minutes.
Or you could just do normal drugs.
A photographer, though, died in one episode in Spain in 2020 after smoking this poison, so be on the lookout.
Remember that? We had that story. Like this guy. First of all, who thought of that? Who thought of scraping an animal of some secretion, drying it, and then smoking it?
Boy.
I don't know.
Somebody with a lot of time on their hands.
Boy, yeah, what are the ones that didn't work out?
Well, they can't talk to us because they're dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they croaked.
Oh,
thank you.
Right there.
Thank you, guys.
It was right there.
Yeah.
For your support and your appreciation of that.
Mama told me not to laugh.
Mama told me not to laugh.
Mama told me not to laugh. That ain't funny, son.
Put whiskey with your water.
He's selling the hell out of it. I'll give him that.
Christy loved it. Hated croaked.
No, but it's so stupid.
Of course.
Mama told me not to laugh. You see, that's a toad joke.
Pat, yeah, we got it.
You thought we didn't get it for a second there?
Understand that?
Have you seen one of these little
Bufos?
These Bufo.
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 It's a Bufo.
I am Buffon. Pardon me if I do not sit.
Anyone can cook.
Christy, back me up. So instead of a normal picture of one of these critters, they took it at night with one of those infrared lenses.
Yeah.
So it looks like an outtake from some horror movie with the Gill Man.
Well, they have prominent glands. They said that. Yeah.
They got a big ass, right?
Okay.
Swollen glands.
Well, and I bet if they're a desert toad, they probably don't come out, till night.
Are they cute?
They look like a toad, like any other toad.
Hi.
I'm just a toad.
What do you want from me?
Yeah.
Do you like the band Toad the Wet Sprocket?
Very much.
Yes, very much.
Me too.
Spotted the ocean.
They were just here
worst
recently.
song.
What?
Oh, you tell me.
By the way, to go back just
Dirge.
a little bit, we have posted on Twitter the mini helmet thing that Kostaki mentioned was not safe for work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see, Miss.
Okay.
Safe on Twitter, though, now, because it's a bastion of free speech.
Sure, thanks.
Right? You're welcome.
Now.
Telling it how it is.
One of the largest toads in North America, measuring up to 7 inches.
7 inches?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
It's way too big.
Toad.
Let's...
Scientists are mapping the world's biggest seagrass meadow with the help of tiger sharks outfitted with cameras.
Boy, this is a giant scam.
Researchers attached cameras equipped with radio and satellite beacons.
We're mapping seagrass.
This is important science.
It is important science.
We're going to need 6 kegs and...
yeah, I know you hate the ocean.
You're going to die with the ocean. Without the ocean, you'll die, chick.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
It's bumblebees.
How do they affix the cameras to the sharks?
Well, if you let me finish.
You got to
They attached cameras equipped with radio and satellite beacons onto the dorsal fins of 7 tiger sharks.
Well, so they swim in circles.
Scientists said the sharks led them to a seagrass meadow in the Bahamas, covering a conservative estimate of over 25,000 square miles. Much larger than had been confirmed in previous research.
It's a lot bigger than we thought.
Can we get anti-ocean man?
What is wrong
to silence
with you?
it?
I've been down there. I know what's down there. It's frightening. You don't want any part of it.
You actually have been down there.
That's right. I've been down there.
How do you know? Do you remember how deep you scuba?
80 feet, Daddy.
Wow.
I stared a barracuda right in the mush.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won.
Vicious underbite.
So
hideous.
They did. So they're mapping this. Did they? These are tiger sharks, not great whites.
Right.
Because with great whites, you'd be seeing the world's largest pool of blood probably when it bit Trevor's arm off.
It doesn't. Look, sharks don't attack that many people.
They don't.
There's a reason it's news when it happens.
Yep.
Very rare.
Oh, okay.
It is very rare.
Already.
It's not in their DNA.
No, it is. They don't want to eat people.
Right.
They're more scared of you than you are of them.
More people die of lightning strikes.
Crystal.
I don't know who that guy is.
Crystal
but
Cloudhead is right. There's some hippie lady.
That's my new
You tell him,
character.
Crystal.
Crystal Cloudhead?
That's right, Crystal Cloudhead.
You know that,
How was Sturgis this year?
It was just great. I wore my leggings.
How about that?
Oh, you were at Sturgis, were you?
Crystal Cloudhead was, yeah. She reads the bottom of people's feet.
Yes.
Did
I read
people do?
souls.
Bring me your soul.
Did they drink shots out of your hoo-ha again this
Well,
year?
yeah, that was earlier when I was
I
younger.
bet so.
Yeah, oh sure, you're past that.
My hoo-ha's like a jug now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's
Real
really
shot glass.
real carafe
Did you watch this whole video
No, I didn't.
of the shark.
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch any of the video, to be
'cause
honest.
it's pretty funny because at the very end, they must have been made by French guys. It says Finn.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, my
Mama
God.
told me not to laugh.
So we did.
And Finn in the same 5 minutes.
Look at him. He's laughing like he's watching George Carlin. What the hell?
You ever thought of it when you wanted to watch one of those movies that it says Finn and you're going, oh,
They should have. Jaws should have ended.
yeah,
this
why
way.
isn't there a fish in there?
What if Spielberg had just ruined Jaws, by putting Finn at the end of it?
People are crying. They love it, and they see Finn. Boo!
Not the obvious fake shark he used, but that didn't ruin it.
Pat, now, what song were you going to play for us?
We're going to do the bald man list.
Oh,
okay.
great.
Now wait a
Super,
second.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Chick's the one who brought it up.
I've got to find the original
Sing
story.
it like Skylar Cloudhead. What's her name?
I could sing it like that.
Prince William was the sexiest bald guy.
Oh,
Is that
yeah,
the
yeah,
story?
Crystal Cloudhead.
Yeah, there was a.
And Jason Statham was on the list, and
He's pretty far down. I was kind of surprised.
Bruce Willis.
Mike
Bruce
Tyson
Willis.
was top 5, which
Yeah.
is shocking.
Prince
That is
William, number
shocking.
one. Yeah.
Prince William, he was the winner.
Number
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Most,
Number one.
the most, what is it? Attractive bald man. Was that
Right.
what it was? Okay, go ahead. What do you got, man?
Come on, Pat.
All right, do it.
Go ahead,
Let's get
Pat.
this over with, Pat.
I mean, if you let's wrap it up.
Here's Pat to make you laugh. All right. What a setup.
Get to it.
I'm going to. Tommy G and little old me weren't on the list of the sexiest bald men. Some ladies are fine with a head that shines. They think it's très sexy, bald man. Just look at Jason Statham. Christy thinks that he is pretty. The Rock is an action figure, bald and very witty. His hair he did lose. The strands are no longer there, so he shaved his head. And as women despair, he's a bald man. Prince William's the sexiest bald man. I wear a baseball cap, bald man. Nobody voted for me. Bald man. When Willie's face clears up, his next biggest fear is that'll be like his dad, bald man. While he's jerking and feeding, Josh's hair is receding, but he's a big, sexy bald man. Bald man. Bald man. That was very good. You should do that every Sturgis.
Thank you
Crystal
very much.
thank you, Crystal Cloudhead. Is that her name? Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Crystal.
You're welcome.
And thank you. We did have news for the bald here.
News for the bald.
Yeah, I was trying to find that news story, and I came up on this one instead. Scientists move closer to baldness cure after growing fully mature hair follicles in the laboratory in a petri dish. They're in Japan. They're growing what they call skin organoids.
This doesn't sound like the beginning of the end.
No.
Yeah, organoid sounds like robot penis to me. So here you go. Let's see if they can fix that up. That'd be fun.
Would you get organoids?
I would.
You know how good it would have to look for me to spend whatever money. I don't care that much.
No, why should you care?
Yeah,
you're a handsome guy. Don't worry about it.
Not too worried about it.
Okay, Christina, you like a man with hair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
See, Christy was lying to you, Josh. She just said she likes a man with hair.
Well, I do.
Yeah, I can't fault her for that.
It's not a secret. My guy keeps his hair way tight and too short.
really stapled on.
No, he's got plenty of it. He just keeps it really short.
When you buy it,
very expensive. Very expensive.
Thanks, Josh.
Have you suggested to him perhaps he might want to let it grow a little bit?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
But you know what? That's just...
Isn't that one of the keys to a relationship when you get your man to start going to your hair person?
Yeah, I haven't done that. I won't do that. I've conceded on this. It's like he's gonna wear it that way.
Like women want their guy to go to their hairdresser?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
I've never had that.
Really?
Also, don't women spend all the time with their hairdresser complaining about how bad their boyfriend is?
Exactly. I would think it would be like going to the same therapist almost.
I don't want to walk in the belly of a beast.
No.
Huh.
Yeah, I think that's a thing. When you get into it's part of your remolding of the male.
I'm not remolding him. I've conceded. He gets to wear his hair however he wants.
Oh, there'll be a time when all of a sudden the scales change just a little bit, and if you want that, we're going to get the full Mo Howard.
Oh.
Would you like him to have bangs?
Bangs.
No. I don't think guys with who has bangs?
The guys from Oasis. Chucky.
Yeah. He's
Justin Bieber in 2009, he had bangs.
Guy that owns the Oakland Raiders.
Most men don't wear
about hair all the time.
Yeah.
Most men don't have bangs.
Rod Blagojevich has great bangs.
Jason Bateman has great hair. I just saw a picture of him the other day, and I thought, man, he's got good hair. That's a good haircut.
All right. Well, we coming up in the show. What do we have?
I don't know. Oh, our history lesson, right?
Very good. And right now, I know the chick is dying to be safe and secure now at home.
Yes, in my Simply Safe compound. And you know what I have?
What do you have?
Peace of mind, because I went to simplysafetom.com. It's the #1 rated Simply Safe home security system. Now 50% off at simplysafetom.com. You heard me. Named again the best home security of 2022 by U.S. News and World Report. That's the third year in a row. 24/7 professional monitoring agents use Fast Protect technology only from Simply Safe to capture critical evidence and verify the threat is real. You can get faster police dispatch. And Simply Safe is whole home security, advanced sensors for every room, window, and door, HD security cameras inside and out, and smarter ways to detect motion. Top-rated Simply Safe app on your phone. Stay in complete control of your system anytime, anywhere. Arm or disarm, unlock for a guest, access your cameras, adjust system settings, all for less than $1 a day. And now get 50% off any new system at simplysafetom.com today. It's the absolute biggest discount of the year. Go to simplysafetom.com right now. 50% off. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Coming up, we have our history lesson, which is always very important, and a review of many things, including our tribute to Mr. Jeff Saturday. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Ernie. Thank you. Good luck.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work edition news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
But I'm going to interrupt Tom because finally we have Powerball numbers. They were delayed last night due to a glitch. They are 10, 33, 41, 47, and 56.
See ya, suckers!
Powerball is 10. So there you go. Good luck.
All right.
I'll have to check my tickets later.
Did we win, Chick?
Out of here. What?
Did
I
we
can
win?
safely say you did not win.
So we just had this unusual news story about a problem with these toads that people are licking.
Mm-hmm.
And authorities are saying, don't do this. It's very dangerous. Someone died apparently doing this. Got this nice letter from Aaron. He writes, I live just outside Tucson, Arizona. You guys were just talking about the Sonora desert toad. My dog got a hold of one of these. We didn't know what had happened to her. After the third time we found her in a catatonic state, we figured out that she'd become addicted to the high she was getting from the toads.
Aww.
Yikes.
Poor girl.
Yeah, so that's
Aww.
nasty stuff. Once again,
Well, what happened?
Well, she's in a clinic. She'll be better.
I mean, according to this thing, whatever the high is, it wears off. What did it say in 30 minutes?
Yeah, but she went out searching for more.
Yeah, sounds like she's chasing the
She's
dragon.
chasing the toad.
Yeah.
White Palace. Does it say what happened to the dog in the letter?
No.
In rehab. She's down in...
Mama Toad, mean not to ask.
She's in Mexico.
So the dog could have perished. We don't know.
No, the dog's fine.
He ate a whole toad that made her high.
Well, we can get some clarity. Aaron, please let us know.
Time now for Today in History.
Well, I'll tell you what, he didn't. He must have been, I guess, not a very good doc. 1887, Doc Holliday died of tuberculosis.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, back then.
Really coughed up a lot of blood.
Okay.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
1731, in this date, Benjamin Franklin opened the first library.
Nerd.
He did a lot.
Yeah,
Why was he never president? I don't get it.
He was president.
He was 70 when the revolution started, so he might have been a little
3 different terms.
old for the
That's
job.
false.
He was the first 3-term president.
I think he would have appreciated that libraries are now used for porn.
I
Don't you
think so. Yeah.
Of all the
He liked the French.
of all the founding fathers, he was
Poon. Yeah, he liked that.
He did, yes, of course.
He liked to take baths with a woman.
Is this show still on TV? Days of Our Lives.
I don't know.
I don't
One
know.
on the air in 1965.
Don't know.
Is that the one? Through the hours of the sand.
Like the
glass?
sand through the hourglass.
Dr. Drake Ramore.
Never watched that one. I was an ABC girl.
I'm McDonald Carey, and these are the days of our lives.
Boy, you remember? Did your mom watch that?
Nope.
Oh.
1994, Salvatore
Dali.
Bono.
Yes.
Elected to the United States Congress, Sonny. Successful singer.
Yeah, U2 is great.
Unsuccessful skier.
Congressman.
Not so great at
living
hot water bottle football. Not real great.
Not good at dodging.
That was one of the Kennedys.
I'm pretty sure it was something.
Days of Our Lives is still out there, still on.
Okay.
No, Sonny, you move. The trees stand still.
Okay.
So you can yell, get out of the way as much as you
Here's an odd one. Happy birthday.
If I could turn back time.
Happy birthday, Vlad the Impaler.
Sure, Dracula. Yeah.
Briefly in high school, I had an Impala.
Big Daddy
Yeah.
Vlad.
And,
You named it Vlad?
Yeah, we called it Vlad the Impala.
I love that.
Oh, that's cute.
Cool car, blue.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, it was blue, and it had the triple lights on the back on either side.
Lies keep continuing.
It's a great car. Very, very fine car. Let's see.
A very, very, very fine car. I'd drive it to the store.
With 2 cats and
My girlfriend was a whore. I'd pay her
wait.
for
You're doing Pat's job.
It's that easy.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, 1847, Bram Stoker.
Sure.
Oh.
Yep, he keeps the fire going.
We be stoking.
I be stoking.
Time now for Things We Learned, brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. 6,000 Napa Auto Parts stores and over 17,000 Napa Auto Care centers. Napa, the fuel that helps drivers like you get up and go. Because you guys were kind to me early,
Yeah.
I brought the moon back.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
A lasso around the moon.
That's right, Mary. I'll get that moon for you.
Love when you do that.
Crazy drunk.
Train tracks often look like a murder scene of a deer when the trains hit the deers. Normally the bell gets them off the track, but sometimes. Jeff Saturday is now the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts.
Got a tune here for you.
Team Belly. Check 74S. Hut, hut.
It's Jeff Saturday,
The interim head coach.
of the Super Bowl champion Colts.
There you go. Thank you, Jeff.
Scare you?
Tomorrow is Hat Day.
Yeah,
I'm
it
bringing
is.
in hats tomorrow morning.
Hat.
And I don't think I have a hat for Mark.
Wearing hats.
Do we get to wear? Do we get to stand and make little words with our hats?
Well, think about it. No, let's think about it.
So does everybody's? Is everybody's?
Oh, there's only one vowel, right?
Yeah, but you and I can be JK. Just kidding.
Yeah.
The visual there was so cute. You're adorable.
I don't know if I have a hat for you either.
Oh boy.
You could do something. You could have Ace in the middle with his A, so you'd be Jack.
Yeah, and get Chick in there too.
With the hat off.
We can do Willie.
Yes.
You can do Willie Ace Pat.
We're doing it.
WAP. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Apparently, at one point during the show, Christy actually refused to scratch Josh's taint. I don't know.
Yeah, I did. You offered to do it, remember?
Really itched.
It was Return of the Ella Fitzgerald song this morning on the anniversary of Edmund.
Great song.
When the
Green Bay
bottom bangs.
Green Bay Packers fans now hate Kostaki, along with all of us. And
I don't hate Kostaki.
Christy is tired of Chick picking on her today because she was talking with an accent.
I'm a champion.
We are the champions.
I went camping.
It was so awful, actually. I wish we would.
I don't know what happened.
Whatever.
Thank you very much.
Let's go camping.
Okay, and we posted the weird Kostaki mini helmet thing.
Don't forget to vote tomorrow.
It's today.
Today.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
Jim Rome takes on sports.
Why? Because you're not playing me.
With rapid fire takes.
Y'all went from the Super Bowl straight to the toilet bowl. He's not over the NFL. The NFL is over him.
Scorching debates.
All the good, all the bad, all the ups, all the downs.
He's the Spitfire of sports smack.
Sorry for what I said because it was appropriate when I said it, but I can't say it anymore, dude. You are killing the game.
The Jim Rome Show podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.